so with like the gameplay.
Like the old machinimas?
Yes.
Yeah, and I know there's a couple people in this Discord who got to the Zaibatsu from the Grumpcade episode. Which is weird to think about, because I remember being in this Discord when the Grumpcade episode went up.
You know what's weird about the Grumpcade thing? It highlights that, like, that, because remember, for a long time, everybody who was fans of both wanted the two of them to be in like a video together, and it kind of lines up that they have very different styles of humor.
Yeah.
Game Grumps are very just straight humor.
And the best friends are very referential.
Best friends are fucking weird.
Yeah.
They just don't mix very well.
Yeah. Also, they can like the thing that I recall the most about like the jokes not really working with each other was like Matt and Wooly start making jokes about social links, and neither Dan nor Aaron actually get what they're talking about.
Yeah, they weren't receptive to half the jokes they made.
Yeah, because they're like, Persona, what's that? What's
anime?
What I think at least Aaron might know what Persona is, but Danny definitely doesn't.
What's Megami Tensei?
What's some What's the only thing I know is Mario and Zelda.
Oh, is that the one that has Dante from the Devil May Cry series? I love that game. Even though I've never played it before.
That was an extreme reaction. Holy shit.
Who is the Dante?
I recoiled. I physically recoiled.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, you're all on the stream now, motherfucker.
Yay,
back to Big Dick Goro.
Back to Big Dick Goro. I'm eating pizza now. If anyone wasn't in the Discord chat that's on the stream. And the reason why I'm not bothering to mute my mic while I'm eating is because this story doesn't fucking deserve any level of professionalism.
It just deserves...
Oh no, Rose, you should have just kept your stream up.
While I was
Fesh
ordering
Pence.
pizza and shit. Yeah, well, Fesh Pence is just playing in the background. I should have.
Like, but not even showing Fesh Pence in your stream.
I know the person who drew that. I used to be in a Discord with them, but I think that server got deleted because no one talked in it. That's where the Goro image comes from.
Toilet Princess?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Does my mic keep cutting in and out?
No, it seems fine.
No.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh god, fuck this. Episode 42. Oh, fuck this! I just saw something in the author's notes that make me really pissed off. Okay. Author's note 1. The VNZ 2000 Golem is the name of the mech armor that Sento and Goro are planning to build and is the finished product for Project Titan. Golem stands for General Omnipurpose Linkage Exoskeletal Module. The one reason why the O means omnipurpose is that Golem can function in underwater and space battles. Therefore, it serves a metaphor of allowing this kind of mech suit functioning like a Megazord in the Power Rangers series, as well as its Super Sentai counterparts. As I mentioned before, this mech is equal to the size of 2 maximum gamer mech suits used by X-Aid in level 99, so it's really fucking small for a mech suit.
Yeah, that's slightly bigger
like...
than Metal Wolf, or around the same size as Metal Wolf at least.
This chapter will be the first time we see Gintoku and the Toto government here in this story. I'm sure he'll forget to put Utsumi in this chapter. While we do have the Guardians here, there is another version of the Guardian robots exclusive in the story, G7 Guardians. The G7 Guardians basically Guardians donning the G7 suits here in the story of Toto government draws in contract with Zeta Tech as shown in chapter 12, where Goro was talking to Gintoku on the phone about a deal with the suits, and the former was unaware of their robotic soldiers at the time. It's unknown if a Guardian wearing a G7 suit can affect their AI, as well as the G7 suit's AI works well when a human being wears a suit instead of a robot. So it's basically the heavy Guardians, but
they're wearing
Guardians,
suits.
But not cool.
They're wearing this. Remember, this was apparently good enough that it showed an entire chapter of just a squad of dudes in this suit kicking the ass of monsters just fine without the riders showing up, and then they fucked off for 2 weeks to Spectre's V Cinema. So apparently these are good enough. So remember, keep all this in mind. Remember for when he inevitably screws it up. Remember that these things are good enough to hold down the fort for 2 weeks without the main characters.
For those who've seen the preview for the next episode of Build, we see Gentoku holding a trans steam gun, hinting that he and Night Rogue are one and the same person. I hate to spoil it to you guys that Gentoku's connection with Faust will be more likely hinted, but once we get to that episode next week, here in the story, Gentoku will more likely experience being manipulated by
switch my phone.
Shingetsu should the latter figure out Night Rogue's identity. Nah! I don't think that's how Gentoku do. To the point, how blackmail him to do his dirty work. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna turn out very well. You already got one fucking, like, space entity fucking with him every single day. You ain't gonna have two. Bear
What
in
is that
mind
noise?
Shingetsu is not about raw power and one-man army TV tropes, namely. He has no problem manipulating others to further his ambitions. Sooner or later, Shingetsu will have his moments of being a chess master TV tropes name just like his rival. I don't know, he don't come off that way at all. In fact, your writer was just a fucking idiot who couldn't even beat Night Rogue in one-to-one combat without cheating. Seriously, he fucking jumped to Night Rogue the first time they fought. Isn't that ridiculous? Fucking Night Rogue!
Was there ever a time in Build where Night Rogue was actually intimidating?
For like 2 episodes! Then Bloodstock started clowning on him and he never recovered!
It's like, you mean the first two?
Yeah, the first 2! Trespasser. Oh wait, no, he didn't remember to put Izumi in this chapter! Hang on, let me get the stock children cheering for the stream.
No, just use that grunt sound that I did, the happy birthday one.
No, this one. It's this one. Elsewhere in the Toto region. In the Toto Institute of Advanced Matter Physics, an institute established by the Toto government with the objective of research and development in regards to Pandora's box, majority of staff officials of the Toto government who report directly to the Prime Minister of Toto. The administrator of the institute consisted of Himuro Gentoku, the director and head researcher, who's a fucking idiot and don't know shit about science, but I still love him. He also the aide of the Prime Minister of Toto, who happens to be his father, Himuro Tyson. Gentoku's assistant is Itsumi Nariaki.
There we go. There's the boy.
There's the boy.
There's my boy! Finally!
Ready for him to say nothing because he doesn't know anything about his character.
Hey, I'm ashamed to admit this, but I have no fucking clue what we're talking about. I've been here for like a good 10
we're reading
minutes
a
or
shitty
so.
Kamen Rider fan.
We're reading a
Don't worry.
shitty Kamen Rider fanfiction.
Okay, that's I'm gelling with that. I don't know what we're doing
The head
though.
of the Pandora's Box research team,
We're
Kiryu
streaming
Sento, is
it
one of
too.
the recently hired
Amazing.
scientists to the institute. Weeks prior, Sento asked permission from the institute director to enter the Hokuto region, as entering any of the trisected regions of their countries, motherfucker. Requires any permission from any official of the Toto government. It doesn't. Or does
Actually,
it?
I don't think.
know. I think it
I don't think
maybe
he just
does,
asked.
but
Like,
he
I don't
wouldn't
think you could
ask.
just ask.
Yeah.
Besides, why would you be able to ask Gentoku? He's just some dude in a science office.
Also, again, why did you even go to Hokuto in the first place?
Because Goro's there.
I get Big Dick Goro's big dick, huh?
In Shoya City.
Shoya City, which is apparently falling apart now.
Except it's not.
No, it's gonna.
It can't be falling apart because Goro's there.
Oh man,
His
the
dick
funnier thing isn't gonna be him fucking up Utsumi's character, it's gonna be him fucking up Gentoku's character, because Gentoku's a fucking idiot.
He's gonna make him a super genius. He knows everything about
Gentoku's
science.
fucking dumbass!
I've already planned 100 steps ahead of you. No, you fucking haven't.
I never
You're
lost!
dumb.
Crook.
I did not
I never
lose!
lost. I didn't lose.
I did not lose.
Not even that time I lost.
Both
I didn't lose.
both Utsumi and Gentoku are idiots, just in different ways. I love them both.
Gentoku's an idiot because he doesn't know shit about how anything works.
Utsumi's an idiot because he thinks he knows shit and he knows some shit, but he doesn't know enough. But he's never wrong though.
He knows about science and that's it.
Yeah.
He knows about he knows nothing about how to fucking fight.
Yeah. The only
He knows
reason The only fucking reason he's able to do okay is because Madro can apparently like scan people's moves or something. It literally said that in the episode. But the problem is,
Yeah, it says I've
he's
downloaded
a
all
fucking
your things.
idiot and keeps provoking them and raising their hazard levels because he keeps talking shit. So then the data.
Let me shit on this guy's dad.
Let's talk
Keep
about
talking
this guy's
shit.
dead dad who died right in front of him. That's totally not gonna have any fucking repercussions. Ooh.
Oh shit! It had repercussions.
If you talk
Oops.
shit and get hit,
How could
just
this
keep talking shit
be?
until you
I
get
think
out.
Utsumi needs to be taught the concept of talk shit, get hit, because he really does not understand it.
He does not. I like how I still love how he's just kind of like, what the fuck is Evolve doing?
Yeah.
Like he's kind of normal there, where he's like, what's happening?
What is going on with the new Evolve?
What is he doing?
Hang on, I have a picture that illustrates that. What's he doing? No one tells Utsumi anything.
He's polishing up his glasses for zero reason.
No, it's 'cause he does it with his middle finger because he's telling people to fuck off.
I get that, but when he's just walking away, he's just pushing him up, even though he has a helmet on.
No, he's gotta, because it's good.
It's his thing.
Oh god. Guardians don't talk, right? Because I'm pretty sure one of them
No.
talks.
They do. They do talk.
I think they say like,
they
put
talk
your
like-
weapons down.
Right, yeah.
No, yeah, they just say like
They
generic
give orders.
robot
Yeah.
things.
It's very like function commands.
Yeah.
They don't
But,
talk,
like
per se.
there's that part in the first episode where Build's getting away with Banjo,
Yeah, okay.
and like one of them just pulls out a rocket launcher, says firing on target or something.
Yeah, okay. It's been so long since Guardians have done anything, I forgot.
Well, maybe if they weren't so useless.
Even hard Guardians are just here to jump now. Fucking Banjo just punching a shit out of one that's already dead. Oh, anyway. Granted, as ever since the Skyworld tragedy happened, the three regions have... They're not regions, they're fucking countries, please.
If you at this point, just ignore it. You've said that at least 10 times.
Of reunifying Japan, and any unexpected visitors are subject to prosecution. I wonder how is Kiryu Sento doing in Shiya City and Hokuto mused. Mused is not a word I would ever associate with that man. For all I can remember, he's recently met with Zek Technologies CEO, Izumi Goro. Izumi Goro, you mean the one who called you about the deal with the G7 suits? Asked Utsumi. Yes, Curiously Gun is facing problems lately regarding the Kamen Rider and Banjo Ryuga, Guntoku continued. That's why I think it's time we make use of the G7 suits for the Guardians. But say, you know the G7 systems don't work well on the Guardians AI. It will... Utsumi objected out of skepticism. That doesn't matter, Guntoku made an insistent reply, keeping his cool. He does not do that, but I do like that Utsumi be like, dude, this is not gonna fucking work, and Guntoku be like, shut up though. Because Guntoku doesn't know shit. Utsumi's probably right, but he's not gonna listen. Whether or not the G7 works like Guardians, we need to make sure until we can catch the Kamen Rider and Ryuga. The Institute's director is aware that G7's operating system work well when used by human beings. I don't think Guntoku knows what an operating system is.
I don't think he knows how to turn on a computer.
You have to get Utsumi to do it.
What the
It's-
fuck? What? Why is it System 32? Where are the other 31 systems? No, no,
The
Himuro-san,
real
that's
reason
not
why-
how that works.
The real reason why Utsumi hates him so much isn't even because he shot him, it's because of all the...
It's because of how fucking dumb he is.
Yeah!
Utsumi, come! I need your help to install Bonzi Buddy.
No, good, Himuro-san, please.
Do not!
No.
Do
He'll
not!
help Faust very well.
Please! Do not do that! Oh my god. Fuck. That's great. As far as Utsumi is concerned, a Guardian donning a G7 arm will lead to tricky results. Robotic AIs can't overlap with the suit's OS. Yeah. Guntoku also heard there were instances of attacks called by yokai from outer space in the Hokuto region. He said, sound fake, but okay. He's fought Shingetsu, but he doesn't care. He's like, he just fucking sounds fake. And which also explained the attack in the Zertatech Expo several months ago. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There was also Kamen Riders who protected the region from those demons. Currently, Santo is in Shiu City in the northeastern side of Hokuto. Why is he there? Bitch, why is he there?
Wait, huh? Who? What?
Wow.
Why is Sento
What?
in Hokuto? I'm still bothered by this.
Because
Because Gentoku let him.
because
What?
Gentoku tells him go there. No, but sir, why would I go to Hokuto? No, fucking go.
Just do it because I said so.
Wow!
I hear you.
know-
I hear this person said online that if you could go to Hokuto, they'll give me more RAM over the internet. I've been told RAM is very important.
But give me more dedicated RAM.
Mr. Himuro, I don't think that's how that works. Fucking go.
Get me my
I need to
fucking
download
RAM.
more RAM.
Get me my fucking RAM center! Okay.
Just Gentoku falling for every single fucking internet trick.
Okay, I Alt F4, but it doesn't work. I need it. I need to do it again.
Utsumi, a Nigerian prince, just sent me an email.
He says he's my
rich.
long lost relative.
I'm rich, Utsumi. Can you
All I have to
believe
do is
it?
give him my banking information.
And it's really desperately trying to stop him.
Utsumi just pulls out the fucking trans-team gun and shoots the computer.
No, Tsumi, you don't understand. It's free money.
Utsumi, it says I've won a
That-
free iPad.
It's basically free money!
A free iPad.
No, it's like fucking
get-
Warframe thing.
Mr. Himuro, we have 100 free iPads. You could just take them. Where do you think I get mine?
My iPad!
This will be
I
my...
will give you my iPad if you just
stop.
if you stop.
I will give you my iPad if you fucking install AdBlock, please.
Utsumi, it says there are hundreds of single MILFs in my area. That's so many.
It's so many, and they all want to meet me.
Dude,
Specifically me.
Warframe just gave me a 50% off coupon and basically free. They're paying me to buy these.
Utsumi, I think I really want to join this Kickstarter for this game called Mighty Number 9.
It has that Inafune guy, and he made Mega Man.
He's great.
Hey, Tsumi, it says I can make 10 million yen at home a year for free.
You think I should retire? Oh, Himuro-san, I don't.
Internally screaming.
I love this new headcanon
Yeah,
for
this is
Gentoku.
real. Oh god.
This new headcanon for dumb, gullible Gentoku.
Yeah,
On the internet.
it's perfect. Oh my god. Gentoku also had their own. Yeah, whatever. I also heard the presence of alien yokai attacking in Hokuto, said Gentoku. Plus, there are also reports of Smash there. You should know, you prick. You
Look,
would've
he
sent
stopped
them
calling
there.
them Smash Monsters.
Yeah, I know. And there was an instance the demon came across with a Smash and started killing each other. Wow. Itsumi is not impressed. It says no way, but I refuse to even read that. Oh, great. It's fucking Paramorphicons, the fucking Super Mega Force blue guy. Okay. And when the
Wait,
forest, within the outskirts of Toto, a man donning a red cloak walked his way towards the entrance of the city. City? What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? It's a region, it's a
Oh my
city,
god,
it's
I
a
hate
fucking
that I
country.
remember his name, Noah.
His face was hidden by his hood. The man is actually none other than Shingetsu. The warlord trekked into the Toto region after returning from his mothership. With the intent of infiltrating the Toto government on his own, can he make himself look like a human? I think it's going to be a bit of a problem if he can't. Because you know, I don't think they're gonna fucking hire an obvious alien bitch who can't make himself look like a human. Without the help of his soldiers, Shingetsu decided to explore the Toto region. His plan is to enter the Toto region in a stealthy method, even if he has to draw attention on the authorities. That's not fucking stealthy then, is it, bitch? Well, he goes on this one-man army mission. He needs to find out where the Pandora's box has held him. Once he reaches it, this is when he will stage a full-scale invasion. But for now, Shingetsu must plan to find clues and whatever he needs in order to reach Pandora's box. Let's be completely real here. With all we know about build plot now, I think if Shingetsu so much as showed up on Earth, Evolt would show up and, like, kill him. No, I'm the one fucking with Earth, bitch. Because Evolt was
No, hey! It's your own fucking planet.
This is mine. I already called it.
Hey, I called dibs. Do you not know about the universal rule of dibs? Because it's universal.
Yeah.
Alright.
Evolt
I've been working this corner for too long.
I already put my pube on Pandora's box. You cannot touch it.
I have been here for 10 fucking years.
Evolt was,
Motherfucker.
like, pissed off because
Get out.
the winter movie villain was trying to destroy Earth. And it's pretty obvious because he wants to destroy Earth first. He can't let anyone else do it, so he tells Shingetsu to suck his dick.
He points at the skywall. He's like, "You see that? I made that. I made that. You can't be here.
Fuck off.
Go. Go away."
Hey, bitch.
Utsumi, it says here that I have to send this email to 10 friends or I'll get a curse.
You're already cursed, Himuro-san.
PC curse.
No, it would be like, every day I spend with you is a curse. What was that, Utsumi? Nothing.
Nothing, sir.
Nothing, sir. Nothing at all.
I'm just talking to Bonzi, buddy, which you install on every computer.
And my iPad,
It's very-
apparently.
I don't even know.
how you did that.
I thought you didn't know anything about computers.
The software is not compatible with Apple devices. I don't know how you managed this.
It's if I were not as so angry, I would be impressed.
I asked Sento to do that for me.
Oh yeah,
Sento
Sento,
Of course you did.
Sento would fucking do that just to fuck with him.
And then he just goes, "Of course you did."
And then
Of course you did.
Then it just pans over to Sento and he has the biggest shit-eating grin.
Yeah. The only computer it's not on is Sento's.
Okay, wait, Kamen Rider, except it's The Office, and it has the Office zoom-ins and camera
Yeah,
shots.
with all of these I was imagining just like
Yeah.
zoom in on Itsumi's face as he's just like,
I can't deal with this
I
anymore.
can't say anything, but this is killing me.
Because of that weird interview part, I just can't fucking.
He somehow gave my bank information to the Nigerian prince. I don't even know how he got that.
I don't have it. Number won't let me have my bank information.
Where did he get it? I don't even have a bank.
I have no money. I get all my suits in,
Namba picks all my suits out for me.
I get all my suits delivered to the office.
I don't even
I have to
an
go change in the
apartment.
locker rooms.
I live here.
This is my only outfit. I don't have any others.
I have to do dry cleaning in the decontamination room downstairs.
Someone took my underpants. I think it was Sento.
Someone took my underpants. I think it was Sento. And then, like, in the window behind him, you just see Sento parading his underwear around, and everyone in the office laughing.
It cuts to an interview with Sento. It's like, yeah, I took his underwear.
Yeah, I took his underwear. I mean, he's already got it wedged so far up his ass, I figured I'd help him. What is that noise, Dragon?
It sounds like a
A
Sounds like
lawnmower.
something. Yeah.
Wait, is that me? Hold on.
Yeah. Is it?
Oh, let me check. Doesn't look like me.
Well, now it's gone.
I wouldn't know. I didn't hear it, so it's probably me.
Yeah.
Mm.
We'll tell you if it pops up again.
We can do. I feel like I've ambushed the Tokusatsu Club. Or
No.
whatever,
That's
however
fine.
you say it.
Yeah.
Just needed something to listen to while I play Slay the Spire.
Oh god, I just realized I didn't mute my stream mic. Oh, fuck.
Amazing.
Well, I didn't say anything on there. I like walked off to go refill my drink.
Is there enough people watching that that's important?
No, there's only 3 viewers, and I think it's people here. Fuck. The pizza. I'm dying.
Pizza's getting back to her.
Yeah. But for now, Shingetsu must plan to find clues and whatever he needs in order to reach Pandora's box. He left the leadership of the Kamui tribe to one of his lieutenants so he can go into Toto on this infiltration mission. Back in the Institute, Kentoku was alerted by the security team about the presence of an unwanted intruder wandering in the forest. Great fucking stealth there, Shingetsu, you idiot!
Evolt is Ron Swanson.
Yeah, he is. In that case, he totally is. Oh my god. So, I may have told the Discord about this place called Mario's Fast Food in Nottingham. It's like a delivery place that's super fucking shady, and they literally have a render of Mario on the logo. So,
Amazing.
I linked a friend to the website, and it turns out that they stole images from other restaurants of, like, the food and shit, but they aren't even, like, stock photos that both are using. They're straight up taken from other restaurants. This is the shadiest fucking place I've ever heard of. I'm more and more convinced with every second that Mario's Fast Food is being run by Amazons and it's human meat in all the food.
God. You know, there's this weird... I saw a post about this, but there's this weird, like not tradition, there's this weird thing where a whole bunch of Mexican places use the 4Kids logo for their kids menu.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's like just a weird string of different, like, unrelated Mexican restaurants.
Got no clue why.
No, it's not even actual Mexican, like American Mexican restaurants.
Yeah.
Like, in America. Oh, my favorite, like, stealing from a thing is Bruegel's Pizzeria.
Oh god.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, Mexico doesn't give a shit, but it's like, this is Nottingham, England. Could I just call Nintendo of Europe and be like, hey, there's this place called Mario's Fast Food that's using a fucking picture of Mario?
This is the best. Pizzeria de Bruegel.
I would.
And it just has pictures of Bruegel.
Absolutely fucking order from that place.
I would order from there every day.
I don't care how poisonous it is.
It was made by Bruegel himself.
Yeah.
He's like cutting the pizza. It's just genocide cutter.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's fucking amazing. I wish we had Pizzeria de Bruegel here. Yeah,
like
sir, there is an intruder in Area 7, Z3, said one of the Guardians. Okay, you know, that's fine, they probably could be programmed to say something like that. Because they, do have... If you order the Wednesday special, you fight Bruegel and get rid of him, the authority figure said in quick reply. I can't call Kentoku an authority figure ever. because I would not feel any authority from that man. I'd just be like, bro, you're using government money to buy fucking strawberry parfaits to karaoke bar, bro. Gonna get you done for fucking embezzlement, you prick.
And fucking.
And like war crimes, but you know what?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's not the big thing. You taking money for karaoke's worse.
meanwhile, Shingetsu enters the city is confronted by a battalion of guardians as well as G7 guardians. State your business, sir, said one of the robot soldiers after the community tried brawling. If you refuse to comply, we will open fire. Shingetsu glared, insinuating, is this how the Toto government welcomes its visitors? How pitiful, is this how you man-made machines greet your guests? Shingetsu keep his cool as he prepares to pull out his huge sword. That said,
Daikatana. Big sword. Sorry.
Yeah.
Big sword.
Daikatana, big sword. That said, Shingetsu effortlessly disposed each of the Guardians and G7 Guardians. Okay, so the G7 Guardians are literally nothing.
Shingetsu's about to make you his bitch.
Shut up. He didn't even need to use his time manipulation abilities. He finds robots easy to destroy and dispose of them like garbage. In the Institute again, after Gentoku receives a report the troops trying to confront the intruder are down, this infuriates Gentoku even more. Eliminate the intruder with extreme prejudice, Gentoku shouted. I don't think he would know. Okay, you know what, I'm being too mean. Being too
Yeah,
hard.
being too mean to Gentoku. He just doesn't
would
know about computers.
Yeah,
or science.
Yeah. But
Yeah, no, he would say just fucking murder the shit
just
out of that guy.
fucking murder the shit out of that dude. Yeah, that's.
And he could save face because it's a monster too.
Yeah, it's like, hey, it's not a human. Who gives a shit, right?
It's not a human. I could just say fucking murder him and parade his head around town, saying, "Hey, we killed this monster that's been plaguing Hokuto."
Yeah, Hokuto should.
Yeah, there's a sound again.
Hokuto should suck my dick for this public service.
Hey, Dragon Zero sounds coming in again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Mine? Oh shit! Fuck. Sorry.
Is there somebody with like a vacuum cleaner or like
is that your air conditioner?
Called a laptop.
Oof.
Dude, yeah, oof is the right word.
Returning back
That's
to
not-
I'm just gonna go.
Returning back to areas Z3.
Sorry, later.
It seems Shingetsu manages to curb stomp that's almost a trope name. The Toto government troops in just a mere 50 seconds. The warlord justified how he works well like a one-man army trope name before letting his men help him. Then more guardians and G7 guardians appear before him. Send all your soldiers all you want, Shingetsu boasted. In the end, I will always come up the strongest. Now you soulless dolls will soon get down on your knees and beg for mercy. Chaos ensues. I'd make a Proto Men reference, but I don't feel like doing it right now because this doesn't deserve it. VNZ Golem continuation. Returning back to the Hokuto region, Sento, Goro, and Nakajima began the construction process of the mech suit. It took 2 to 3 weeks and partially completed trial version of the mech armor. Again, 2 to 3 weeks.
That's too long.
Time. Sento doesn't have that kind of time.
Well, maybe at the beginning of the series he does.
However, Goro manages to christen the official name for the armor, VNZ 2000 Golem. The construction of the mech suit was in the Aurora, with Goro and Sento using the Ragnar males as basis for the Golem suits. Goro had to use some of his mechanical robotics to assist him in constructing a humongous battle armor. It really isn't that humongous if it's apparently the size of two.
It's like barely bigger than Metal Wolf.
It's like 1 story tall.
Goro could barely sleep for the first 2 weeks of construction of the armor. And then allowed Sento to handle all the work, as Goro is aware of the risks of overworking ever since he became CEO of Zetatech, as well as Karoshi, a term referring to death by overworking. Hey Sento, how about you fucking overwork yourself instead of me doing it? Fucking great. Nice, Goro. That didn't stop him constructing the prototype trial version. During the construction, Salamandane, the Dragon Princess, observing the men constructing the Golem armors. Angie, who is that man with Izumi Dono, said the princess. His name is Kiryu Sento, the blonde Norma answered. He's also a Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider build. The following week passed. The space explorers indeed saw Goro and Sento's construction of the new mech 24/7. Go and Mitsuzane couldn't help eat a lot of Momoka's ramen as if they hadn't eaten in the past hours, and Go himself was excited to see how their mech looks like. Heck, on the other side, Natsu had no problem eating too much. She took at least 3 bowls of ramen cooked by Momika. I'm stuffed. Feels like I'm just like Shiba, Natsu says after finishing her last bowl. How long did they work with that machine? Taki mused to herself. Birth of Golem.
Maximum Mighty isn't that tall. It's like
Yeah,
maybe
it's-
he's like 6'5" or.
Yeah. Oh, I hate how the Maximum Mighty armor could like go without Emu. It's terrible.
I just like how it shoots lasers out of its eyes.
So fucking scary. I hate it.
I love it.
After 3 to 5 weeks of construction, both Goro, Sento, and Nakajima managed to complete the finished product of their labor. Everyone gathered around the hangar when where the Ragnar males had docked. That's your finished product, Samus asked. What they see is actually just a yellow-coloured briefcase. There's something later on that's going to piss us all off, I think. Or at least
Oh
it'll
boy,
piss me
what?
off.
We'll get to it. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Everyone
If
began
you order
to
the
laugh
Wednesday
when they
sushi, you
expect
fight
for a mech
Google and
suit.
Nightmare Geese.
Instead, they just got a briefcase, thinking this is a joke item. No, there's more than that, Sento replied. That said, he prepares to put on his build drive and pull out his rabbit and tank full bottles and prepares to transform. Sento prepares to crank the lever of his driver, and by doing so, run the frames form in front and behind him, and the halves of the suit materialize. Henshin, Sento chanted, and the halves of the suit immediately encase him to complete the transformation. Whoa, Mitsuzane exclaimed, and how Sento transforms. Encase the boy, Go added. Just take...
No!
Yeah, just
I don't
take... Oh god.
Take
if
the
he's
jokes from the
willing to-
fucking.
If he's willing to
get it.
take jokes from the fucking, like, fandom and just stick them in there, I'm dreading what he's gonna do later on.
I don't remember that.
You know,
Fucking-
I don't want anything we've, like... I don't want any memes that we've had a hand in appearing in this.
Suddenly, for his next
If
like
if I
Kamen Rider
fucked
thing,
your,
he starts.
if I fucked your mum shit lips appears in this, I'm going to have a fucking aneurysm and die.
He starts bringing up like not good computer Gentoku.
Oh no.
It's like we just talked about that.
How did he do that? This was written before we had that conversation. How could he know?
This fanfiction is being written as we read it.
This fanfic plays you as much as you play it. Sorry, what? I'm streaming right now. Oh my god, my mum's back.
It reads us as much as we read it.
After the half of the suit finally encased Sento, his transformation into Kamen Rider build rabbit tank form is complete. A rabbit? Angie said in just plain disbelief. And an army tank, Salamander added. The laws of victory is now decided. Sento branches a tank cannon shaped antenna in his helmet. It's not an ordinary briefcase. All you need is this. Sento reveals a pale white full bottle with a symbol that resembles Vilkis's head and an RM on the cap. This is the Ragnar Mail full bottle. Well, that's not how the fucking caps work. If
The
it's
what?
A full it's like the fucking mech from Cross Angie or something. But if it's a full bottle, it doesn't have a best match. It just has the first letter, even when it's a name that's only 2 letters. The CD Lost Bottle only has a C on its cap. So this means that so either Ragnar Mail full bottle has a best match with something that begins with an M, which I doubt it will because this guy doesn't seem to fucking
Care.
or I don't even fucking care.
He doesn't care, so why should we?
Sento then flips the handle of the case to reveal a slot hidden in the case to insert the Ragnar Mail full bottle. Henka.
NK.
The briefcase transforms into a yellow mech suit. The size of the mech suit is equal to that of 2 maximum gamer mech suits. In general, its size is equal to that of 2 F-22 Raptor fighter planes, is what Goro perceived. What?
Let me
What?
see.
How fucking big does this fucker think the Maximum Mighty X suit is?
It's like maybe F-22 Raptor. How big is that?
Literally, thank you for the picture, Zed, because that's how big the Maximum Mighty
Like,
X suit is.
Parad's a tiny bit shorter than it. Like by a couple inches. That's it.
Meanwhile, apparently the F-22 is like this size.
A jet?
How big does he fucking think Maximum Mighty Gamer is? Because I think I've had it like wrong when he keeps describing stuff by the size of Maximum Mighty X, considering that it's fucking.
Like, does he think it's the size of like a Megazord?
Because it was one time in fucking Cho Superhero Taisen.
That's it.
Because because literally he got like that special power up that made him giant.
But that's not the normal form. The normal form is just
No,
like
it's not. That's
maybe 7 feet tall.
It was a crossover because they had to fight a giant monster because it was Kamen Rider Cross Super Sentai.
Yeah, it was 7. It was It's like 7 feet tall. That's it.
Like how I don't know. Maybe he puts it sideways, like the raptor. Like that would. I don't know how tall that would be.
Behold, this is the VNZ 2000 Golem Heavy Duty Battle Armor. Goro showcased a new invention to the Aurora crew and Space Explorers. I thought about giving it a compact form by assuming in the form of a briefcase is similar to one of our trial suits, the G7 Cyber Armor. Then Sento added, by adding a mechanism I build phone, inserting a Ragnamail full bottle into the case instantly assembles a mech suit. Well, what do you think? Then
that's how big it is compared to a person. That's how tall it is compared to a person. Thank you, Zed.
Yeah. It's pretty big.
By the way, Golem stands for General Omnipurpose Linkage Exoskeletal Module. It's useful if you want to throw your enemies into space, plus it can utilize inorganic full bottles to give it more weapons. Like, dude, that thing is tits, Go said in approval. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean?
That thing is tits? I think he meant this is the tits. But this thing is tits. It's just a giant pair of boobs. That's what the golem is. It's just a giant pair of boobs to represent fucking Goro's giant love of breasts.
Taki's giant boobs.
I modeled them after my wife.
According to Goro, the golem comes with several weapons mounted on around its body. The most powerful of all is the X-neutron particle cannon and its mouth torso.
Mouth torso.
I guess he means like torso. I'm guessing he means like Gurren, how it has a fucking face on its stomach.
Oh, fucking course he means
However,
about
the
it's like Gurren Lagann. Don't you guys?
Dangerous to be used when nearby civilian presence, and it must be used in areas secluded to prevent collateral damage. In short, as Sento implies, the X-neutron particle cannon's power is almost as devastating as Vilkis and Enryogo's space-time convergence cannons. Would be nice if you could describe it in a way that doesn't rely on us having watched some shitty fucking mech anime made by the Gundam Seed guy.
Like, say that it can like shoot like it's the power as powerful as like a nuclear bomb or something.
We don't fucking know what. None of us have fucking watched Cross Energy. Why would we know this? The mech has 22 launchers around its limbs mounted on each side of the unit, while 9 more are mounted on its shoulders for a total of 77 missiles, and it can be activated by the launcher.
That's a lot of missiles.
These missiles can be fired all at once for a devastating missile barrage, and to destroy multiple enemies. It also comes with railguns mounted behind its shoulders. And lastly, the arms have a pair of laser blades mounted on its forearms for close combat.
Is this not an author's note? This is him talking.
Yeah.
Wait, is the narration or is it him talking? Yeah.
Okay. Alternatively, it can be replaced with a drill arm through the drill full
cool.
Of course. Possession.
Is there a drill full?
No. There isn't a launcher one either, I don't think.
Like, that's Forza shit.
Yeah, that it literally is Forza shit. I never think you would exaggerate such inventions, Samus raised her brow. Sometimes when you're confronted even the most dangerous enemies yet, you need to think about using brute force into making them submit, Goro replied. Afterwards, he gives to Samus 3 cases containing the golem suits in case of emergency. You might need these, Samus, in case you and your guys are confronted by any of the Kamui tribe's Daiokubi, but the Daiokubi fucking suck, like they managed to defeat them without this, so why would they need it? Sento manages to 5 mass-produced Ragnamail full bottles. So I'm gonna call them lost. I'm gonna say these are just basically lost bottles because those are also made by humans.
But you can't just mass-produce full bottles?
You can't. That's right.
You can't. Yeah.
But fuck
Eh.
you.
And also, let's just pretend that this is in the canon. So these are all made by fucking Soichi's fucking like desires or whatever.
Soichi fucking watched Cross
Hey man, I
Angie
fucking love Gurren Lagann.
I love Cross Angie.
Soichi watched Cross Angie and he fucking hated it. That's why it's an inorganic bottle.
It's an inorganic that he
What's
put
his best
across
match
some...
with? It's something that like is like, well, what killed this for you? Oh, fucking Cross Angie. Ah, Ragnamail then. Okay.
Hey man, I fucking loved Gurren Lagann. Let's make a bottle of that.
Let's put a drill full bottle and also a crow one. And a stealth fighter one. Oh, it's gonna be so
you're
cool.
drunk. We've already made 60.
Edgy. I just thought of the. No, it's literally it comes about because he thought, yo, I just thought of the edgiest shit. A fucking stealth fighter dressed up like a crow.
It's gonna be the biggest bullshit ever. Only a
The
gigantic
stupidest
edge
Dude,
lord
I
would
gotta
use
make
these.
a vault make these because they're gonna look stupid.
And then if Volt's just like, oh, dude, that's so fucking stupid and edgy. I love it.
Only a big edgelord.
I
would
love the
wear
idea
these.
of just Soichi and Evolt in Soichi's head, just sitting around like they got a couple beers on a couch and they're talking about the stupid best matches. Like, okay, dude.
Okay. My
A
daughter
penguin riding a skateboard.
And he crashes and he dies. That's how skateboard kills a penguin.
Okay. He like looks around for shit. Beer can and my stomach. They just plugs it down.
And then
Then he crushes it on his head.
head. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say he crushes it on his head.
And
That's
then
what I
they
was
just-
gonna say.
Oh!
And 3 for any other space explosion.
Literally, as you were saying, crushes it on his head, I was making the hand motion of crushing a can against one's head.
That's
Moments
great.
later, Ghost's cell phone rang, receiving a call from Keiichi. Say what? The white loudmouth exclaimed when he learned that Dan Kuroto confronts the Reaper Bugster and Paragon. Don't worry, we're on it. Tell Makoto-kun and Elaine-kun to get their ass there quick. It's Reaper, Mitsuzane assumed. Before the space explorers can leave the Aurora, Goro comes to use. Why is Kuroto determined to put Reaper down all by himself? If Dan Kuroto is confronting Reaper or Paragon alone, maybe Paragon has a personal beef with that guy. Goro gives an insinuation that Paragon confronting Kuroto would be personal reason. Weird to me how this guy never had Paragon try to infect Ryuga, considering Ryuga is a
Yeah, that
known
really
criminal.
should have happened.
Because that's such an obvious way of taking it, and it's a perfect justification as to why they would bother traveling to Hokuto at all, is because, well, Ryuga's got the fucking game disease, and we need to go find the dude who fucking infected him to deal with this shit.
You know what?
But
You
no,
know
this
what?
dude isn't even smart enough.
You
for
know
that.
what? No, you know why? Because he's probably only just smart enough to realize that Paragon fucking kills people instantly. So he wouldn't. So his dumbass can't figure out a way to stop doing that.
That, or it's some bullshit like, oh, but Paragon would only kill actual criminals. Paragon knows Ryuga was framed.
Some fucking how knows. Instead of, you know, a good nuanced character would be like he doesn't know.
Like he
So
just
then
says
what-
that he
so then
knows,
they
but he
could-
never explains why.
So then, yeah, so then you could have an interesting thing where it's like, Paragon, you fucking infected an innocent man, and like Paragon.
Your justice
Paragon
is
being like,
flawed.
Fuck off, no. But then like
He's a convicted murderer and he escaped prison. How is he no?
like, you know, you could have
Because
an
you never
interesting
killed anyone.
thing
That's
there,
how.
But you never killed anyone because I'm the fucking guy who's trying to kill, apparently.
Where's Dan Kuroto 2 here? He
Dan
should be here.
Kuroto 2 doesn't exist. Fuck off.
I like the
talking
idea of
about
having
Dan
two Kurotos.
Kuroto 2!
There should be 2 Kurotos all the time.
Stop talking about Dan Kuroto 2! Oh my god.
And they all want
Dan Kuroto 2 for Dan Kuroto 2 for Decade 2.
Elsewhere in an undisclosed location, Kuroto manages to track Reaper to a junkyard with Paragon and Reaper itself confronting the Game Master. You came alone by yourself, Dan Kuroto. How pitiful, Paragon mocks the Game Master. It's time you pay your dues. Kuroto rebuts, how dare you use Reaper to kill people for the sake of your so-called justice. People are afraid of losing lives because of that. How hypocritical to think you value life just because you can continue. How many times do you like? The serial killer continues to mock Kuroto. Fed up, Kuroto puts on the Buggle Driver 2 and pulls out a copy of the Kamen Rider Chronicle Gashat. With the intent to transform into Kamen Rider Chronos to destroy Reaper. The Game Master presses the A button on the Buggle Driver 2 moments after switching on the Rider Chronicle Gashat. Then the Gashat is inserted into the driver, and Kuroto uses his left thumb to press the red button on the Buggle Driver 2 after he chants Henshin. The clockwork appears above Kuroto as the numerals form around the belt in the formation. The clock and the projection coming from the driver phases through him as he transforms into Chronos.
See here, if this were Kuroto, he would be doing this. And like as the whole time, as like the clock projection is coming up, he's just going.
He's just going nuts.
Well,
and then
now
the
turns
suit
on
would
to
come over.
Chronos. It's all or nothing for Kuroto once he's prepared to put on everything on the line to stop Reaper once and for all. Kamida.
You can't have him. All right. This is inconsistent now.
It does say
this is just.
Yeah, but.
This is just inconsistent now because now he's like, he's doing this for justice, but he's also going.
Kuroto bellowed in the top of his lungs, he will always be God, and his divine talents will make the impossible possible as he prepares to battle Reaper and Paragon.
Like, this is just inconsistent.
I don't think he understands Dan Kuroto's character.
I don't think he understands any fucking character. I don't think he understands storytelling.
He doesn't understand his own OC's characters.
I think he needs to go back to school and read more books.
He needs to read a book. I don't think he's read any. He's never referenced a book in this, has he?
Maybe he referenced the manga once.
Manga doesn't fucking count. Shut up.
It counts.
No! This is Doki Doki Literature Club now. Manga doesn't fucking count as literature. Fuck you.
I'm gonna delete you, Rose.
No. You can't. I'll delete you. Fuck you.
Can't do that. Watashi no Game Master.
I'm a fucking mod. I can do what I want.
Oh wait, you totally can.
I could make everyone that ugly shade of purple again, like Akuda did before. I'm not gonna do it because I hate it, but I could do it right now.
Wait, what?
A couple hours ago, Akuda edited the roles so everyone had the My Eyes purple. It was terrible. And then Blade pinged everyone, and then Akuda made everyone invisible instead.
Good thing I turned everyone off.
The implication of Shingetsu leaving the Kamui tribe and entrusting the leadership to one of his lieutenants is similar to how Kaito appointed Zack as the new leader of Team Baron. 1. No, it's not. 2. At least Zack was a fucking existing character rather than you just saying, oh, this is a fucking lieutenant that we're never gonna see. Suck my dick. Fuck you.
Also, leaving somebody in charge of something was not invented by Kamen Rider Gaim.
Also, it's not even the same fucking setup because he didn't leave the Kamui tribe. Fucking Kaito actually left Team Baron.
He didn't just leave and came back.
He left. Yeah. Plus, additional hints of Gentoku's connection with Night Rogue in this chapter. It goes ballistic each time Shingetsu takes down all the Guardians as if they were cockroaches. Also, Natsu's huge appetite in being a big eater is a reference to one of her traveling companions in Soul Calibur 5, Shiba, who also happens to be Kilik's biological son. I don't know who that fucking is.
What? No!
Going...
Where? When? Fuck you!
Go exclaims in case the boy upon witnessing Sento's transformation is reference to the YouTube meme coined by Marco Satsu. Why did you fucking put this in?
What do you...
The way the golem arms are activated from the compact briefcase to battle mode through the Magnum full bottles is similar to the mechanism of the build phone. You didn't need to put this in the author's notes because you already said it in the story, and we can all fucking tell that. It's like the machine builder. We know. Why would a
also did he say Kiba or did it say Kiba or Shiba with an X?
It was an X.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god. Episode 43, Confusing What Is Real. Oh, there's no one. The chapter's title is a reference to Crawling,
I'm sorry. I completely forgot. Shiba is fucking Killick's son. Yeah, I forgot that Shiba in Soul Calibur 5 is actually Killick and Shanhua's
is gonna
son.
be fun. The chapter title reference to crawling a song by Linkin Park. Technically, this will be the second time that the chorus lyric of the song is used in one of my the story's chapter. The first one was chapter 122 of Volume 2, that's titled "Fear is How I Fall," which is the line that follows before confusing what is real. Bloodstalk will make his debut in this story this time he's going to confront Shingetsu, though Stalk is a Cobra-themed villain based on Cobra Man from the original Kamen Rider series. Stalk, how I interpret his character, as a composite character of Brain and Medic. No, he fucking isn't.
What? No!
Izumi is Brain! Are you not paying attention, bitch? He has Medic's Cobra theme and manipulative personality. I don't recall Medic having a Cobra theme in particular. And he
Maybe
does have,
Medic was a fucking Cobra type.
It does have Brain's affability that makes him a foil to Night Rogue. No, he doesn't. I could understand if he had compared Stalk to Dan Kuroto, because one of his first lines is like, "I'm a game maker." Like, we made jokes about that back when that line happened, so I'd understand if he had said that. But Brain and Medic, what the fuck are you talking about?
What fucking
Brain? That's literally a
Medic.
I could see I could see if he was like Utsumi's like Brain, even though he isn't at this point. I could understand why you'd assume that, but fucking Stalk? Unless he thinks Utsumi is Stalk, in which case that's fucking hilarious. Remember when Azil was watching it and he thought that way after everyone else had
I could see the logic if he said that Bloodstalk was like a dark mirror to Heart.
Yeah.
I could see the logic. It's a bit of a leap, but I can see the connection.
Shingetsu himself is another foil to Night Rogue. No, he isn't. He's really fucking terrible. As they're both leaders of villainous groups, Night Rogue leads a faction that's been creating the ultimate life form. Oh yeah, he did say that once, but like that really turned out to not really be what was going on. Shingetsu is a vampiric conqueror with a god complex, looks down on the weak and is more into self-entitlement. He's a noble and honourable character despite his villainous intentions, though he isn't. He even accepted his first loss against Goro, but didn't do that with anyone else because he's a fucking cunt and just likes Big Dick Goro for some reason. Did express his disgust towards Faust and their Smash experimentation, as shown with his encounter with Night Rogue himself.
Are you serious that this fucking ends justify the means, motherfucker? It has a problem with human. I don't understand.
What I don't understand what Shingetsu is meant to be.
What is he meant? Forget what he's meant to be. But let's imagine that just for a second. Let's imagine a perfect world where this character has no characteristics. What is his goal?
To take over the universe. To
is
have
it?
Everyone Shingetsu, yeah. He wants Pandora's box so he can become like the fucking god of the universe or some shit. Not sure how Pandora's box would help him do that, but yeah. That's apparently what he wants. In which case, why is he like, "Oh, Goro, you're so strong, I'm going to concede defeat," when any other time he fights someone, he's fucking bitch. He isn't honourable when there's literally only one fucking person he shows any honour towards. Shingetsu has a new technique in this chapter, Moongeist Storm. Whenever Shingetsu uses Vandalin to stop time, he will raise his hand up in the sky as he draws power from the moon to gather energy. He then violently slams his hand on the ground and sends a wave of energy on his target. This chapter will reveal Paragon's identity, and expect with a lot of graphic violence and dismemberment around this chapter, because Reaper is proven to be more of a vicious monster compared to the other.
Reaper's gonna go Twisted Metal again.
I'm not looking forward to how this guy's gonna try to write Stalk, because I know he fucks us up.
Well, he calls Stalk a mixture between brain and medic.
I know what he said, but the thing is even when he compares characters to specific other characters from things, he then proceeds
he doesn't understand those characters.
Yeah, he can't even write those, so you can't tell what he's gonna fucking try to
maybe he thinks maybe he thinks the brain is like just a goofy guy.
He does funny faces. Medic is a goofy lady who also does
Has
fun
big
things.
boob and also has big boobies.
Has big boobies in that one Venus Cinema.
I'm sorry, buddy, but fucking Stork doesn't have big boobies unless you look at those weird girl Stork drawings people do.
I have a feeling that if he wanted to, he would give himself big boobies.
Yeah, I mean, Evolt could do that, yeah.
Good.
He's a shapeshifter, he could fucking make himself look however he wanted.
He could make himself look like you. I shouldn't.
Do it. Do it.
He can make himself look like Misora and just.
I'm your daughter now, Soichi.
Oh god. That's so bad.
How do you feel that your daughter has big boobs now? And Soichi just crying in the corner.
Meanwhile, in
No, he's still in a coma, and he's doing it.
Meanwhile, in Toto, Shingetsu leaves a path of carnage after slaughtering 3 waves of robotic government troops. As what he said to himself earlier, it would be a waste to use his time-stopping power, and the Guardians confronting him is what he refers to the robotic soldiers as soulless dolls. How weak, Shingetsu chuckled. These empty shells of scrap metal pose no challenge to me. Just as Shingetsu is about to sheath his sword back onto his back, a red humanoid-like creature appears before him. The distinguishing figure this individual is the Cobra insignia on his chest. Shingetsu seems to have a familiar feeling this Cobra man is related to Night Rogue. My, you managed to trash lots of Guardians by yourself, said the Cobra humanoid. You really got guts to show yourself here in Toto. The coward Night Rogue sent you, am I correct? that coward Night Rogue. He sure is.
I'm talking to a friend of mine about it. A friend of mine is distracting me by talking to me about how pissed off he gets whenever people talk shit about JoJo or say that it's a shonen parody, and it's like, motherfucker, JoJo was one of the shonen mangas that everything else parodies.
Yes, my name is Bloodstock. Bloodstock introduced himself. He wouldn't have said yeah, he would have been like, no, I came in myself. No,
He's like,
fucking tell me what to do.
He'd be like, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care who or what your name is, Shingetsu continued. Like you and Night Rogue, you're all cowards that needed to be erased from existence. For I, the mighty Shingetsu, will become your god.
And right now, Stock would just start laughing.
Yeah. Like...
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
whatever.
You'll be my god. Sure.
He's just laying on the floor in that sexy pose he sometimes does.
Hang on, get the image. Yeah, this one.
Yeah. He's like that right now. He's like, yeah, sure.
Shingetsu
My
reminds
God.
Bloodstock the latter is nothing more but an insect to him. I think Shingetsu is nothing more than an insect to Evolt, to be honest. The Shinso vampire is aware of Faust's existence and he expresses disgust in their objective of turning humans into smash. He has no problem showing no mercy against anyone who stands in his way, be it the Kamen Riders or Faust, as long as once Shingetsu has Pandora's box in his grasp, he will rule the universe as God. Lots of people nowadays trying to play God, Stuck laughed. Anyway, I'll play with you. Bloodstock pulls out a short sword. He and Shingetsu start fighting, metals clashing with their blades while none of them got any edges. Both are on equal footings in terms of strength. But Shingetsu's much more of an experienced swordsman. No, he fucking isn't. How long has Shingetsu lived? Probably not as long as Evolve.
The voice chat. Pieta.
For one, Bloodstock wouldn't start fighting. He'd just be like, just you go fight him.
Something Pieta posted in
What? No,
in Tokusatsu, which I don't know if you saw or not.
Oh, I saw it. I was going to link Cobra it, but then I saw Pitt had already posted it.
He's gonna
I'm glad. No, like the second image in that tweet is literally a cap of Evolt fucks the box.
Oh god.
Cobra fucking did this. Cobra.
Oh yeah, I saw that the other day while I was just scrolling Twitter. And it's like it had nothing to do with you or anybody, but somebody's like, the first thing I see when I log into AO3, and it's just the screen cap of Evolt fucks the box.
I'm glad Evolt fucks the box has become well known. Because it deserves it. It's good.
Because it does. How does that make you feel, Cobra?
Is Cobra here?
No,
Wait,
Cobra's not here.
Damn it.
Okay.
Do you think you can last with that measly toy you call a sword? Shingetsu taunts Stork while getting into a gridlock as their blades wrestled. Man, Night Rogue was right about you. You're pretty good, Stork replies. He's saying this sarcastically, I like to believe.
Yeah, he's just rolling his eyes the entire time.
Yeah. Unlike you, I'm a game maker. This is about making a strategy by considering every possibility. Like, you just took that sentence from the only episode that Stalkers had appeared in at that point. Oh, that's the same guy. I was wondering because the box apparently there's no actual box, figure-sized box. So, yeah. And that possibility cannot save you from me. The two combatants continued fighting until Stork couldn't take any more of this. Read, Stork got bored of him. Okay, you win, I gotta go, so Stork tries to walk away. Okay, Stork just leaving?
He's pretty in character.
Is really in character. He's just like, okay, you know what, this fucking...
But I just saw something a bit, like a couple sentences ahead, and I'm cringing so hard.
Okay,
oh no, keep going.
There's no escape, Shingetsu says. He pressed use Phantom Zone to stop time so Stork cannot escape. Zona Phantasma. Shingetsu's left eye glows a radial yellow as time begins to stop. The surroundings around him begin to take a negative coloration, and Bloodstalker is permanently frozen in the middle of time freeze, making him unable to leave the battlefield. Anyone who tries to escape from battle with Shingetsu will end up trapped in a perpetual time freeze, no matter how prepared or unprepared his opponents are. Nairo learned that the hard way the second time he fought Shingetsu, and he tried to forfeit the fight by leaving the battlefield. He didn't! I don't think. Shingetsu just fucking cheated. Now Bloodstock gets to experience the same fate as Night Rogue. Insolent worm, get on your knees and beg for mercy. Shingetsu lectures Stork even though the last can barely speak while time has stopped. He's still rolling his eyes though.
Somehow, in the time stop.
Shingetsu raises his hand up, charges his energy on people precise. He's drawing power from the moon. The energy gathered in his hand is so incredibly huge he could totally obliterate Stork with it to show the superiority of his power. Sure he could. Now I will teach you the meaning of fear. Reese! Shingetsu screamed. He immediately smashes his fist charged with energy into the ground. Moon Guy Storm. Upon...
I think this guy is just trying to make this guy Dio.
Yeah, but also Kaiju.
Because that's...
Because
he's just,
yeah.
He just used the world.
Upon unleashing Moon Guy Storm, a shockwave of pure energy travels onto and comes in contact with Bloodstalk, hitting him. The energy wave stays still after it manages to contact into its target. Pompous cowards like you disgust me, Shingetsu says. He finally returns the flow of time through the will of mind. Stork finds himself being hit by Shingetsu's Moon Guy Storm, defeating the Faust Enforcer. Hey, that's cheating, Stork pouted, not aware that Shingetsu actually stopped time. Again, if you imagine everything Stork is saying as being really sarcastic...
That's cheating.
If you imagine it being really sarcastic, then he's in character. But
the way he's actually writing, it's not in character at all.
Because he isn't noting that it's sarcastic.
He would, the actual Stock would just laugh after he gets knocked down.
Yeah, like, dude, fucking seriously.
Wow, that's the best you could do?
You couldn't even fucking actually defeat me. And you
stopped time. Wow.
Bitch. Fighting needs no rules, Shingetsu replied. Honorable man!
Yeah.
Fighting needs no rules. Shingetsu replied, only the weak rely on rules. Power controls everything. Without strength, you cannot accomplish your ambitions. Period. Bloodstock leaves
honor!
Bloodstock leaves
no! I don't think he knows what honor is. Intent
to let Night Rogue know of Shingetsu's presence in Toto. Hey, Gentoku! Guess who's in Toto? It's your favorite, that fucking vampire dude. That's how he would tell him. While the vampiric warlord doesn't give a damn about it, Shingetsu moved on, at the very least as he keeps himself on a low profile before he can make a decision to crush Faust from within, or another option in mind, demoralize the Tato government. They're already pretty demoralized, let's be real.
Everybody's
demoralized. Versus Paragon and Reaper. After finally tracking down Paragon and Reaper, Kuroto manages to confront them. Yeah, Cronus. But bad news for Kuroto, who lost 24 lives even after he manages to refill his continue count in his Proto Mighty Action X Origin Gashet after the past 4 months. Even while still transformed as Cronus, Kuroto gets killed numerous times in the most brutal ways as possible, ranging from getting impaled with extreme prejudice. Why didn't he stop time?
Yeah. decapitation.
No, it's Paragon snapping his neck with his telekinetic powers, decapitation by Reaper. Kuroto ends up getting his limbs cut off by Reaper after respawning for the 10th time, and again the game master finds himself in the receiving end, getting reduced into ashes when Reaper burns him and disintegrates. After Kuroto respawns, Reaper once again has him in the ropes again, and this time the Bugster dismembers him in half, killing him, which also happens to be an ironic echo style. That's a trope name. Masamune was brutally killed by Silex moments after he stabs him in the back. Kuroto respawns again from another continue pipe. 74 lives left, the game master says. He can't handle all this by himself. He should have heeded Poppy and Emu's advice.
Like,
but really,
for one thing I hate about this is that it, like, I get you're trying to be all dark and edgy with your dismemberment and you're getting cut in half, but like getting hit by shit in fucking Kamen Rider, especially in X8, you just lose some health off your Rider gauge, and once it hits 0, you turn into pixels. Like, seriously, it annoys me.
But reinforcements arrive. Hey, Mr. God, you can't just take matters into your own hands. You better need some guys to cover your back. Goro arrives with Sento, the latter having already transformed into Build Rabbit tank form. It's you, said Kuroto. Pull yourself together if you want to beat Reaper so badly, Goro continued. The Game Master stands up afterwards. Goro then prepares to transform. He puts on his build driver and shook his crow and stealth full bottles. As for Sento, he pulls out a new set of full bottles, Ninja and Comic. Where did he get it if he's been in Hokuto this whole time? Well,
yeah, how? What?
He hasn't been able to purify.
Oh my god.
Both then insert their respective full bottles into their build drivers to commence transformation. They immediately crank the levers of the belts. The Snap Build Rider forms on Sento with the frames of suit materializing in his front and back, while Goro's, however, the Snap Build Rider forms on horizontally as the halves of the suit form on both sides. Again, that's stupid. That's not... That wouldn't be how it is, but whatever. Henshin, Goro shouted, build up. Sento followed after this. The halves of Sento's form encase him, completing this transformation, while the halves of G7 Icarus XYZ's armor encase Goro from left and right sides. Build's new best match is based on a ninja, while the other half being based on a full-framed comic strip, hence the form's name, Nin Comic. Then tubes begin to form in Build's drivers, summoning a ninja blade with a full-framed comic strip and the tip of the blade resembling a fountain pen called the ninjutsu, invoking Forkoma Nimpotu, which means ninja art invoking full-framed ninja sword. Moments later, Goro pulls out the yellow briefcase he and Sento finished earlier, along with the Ragnamail full bottle. Goro tilts the handle briefcase horizontally on the left, revealing a slot for the full bottle to be inserted. The briefcase transformed into a hefty mech, the VNZ 2000 Golem. The huge mech even dwarfs Reaper in such a way Goro thought about this since he began constructing the Golem suit with Sento. Goro hops into the open cockpit of the mech suit and readies its controls. Now you're marked for judgment, Goro proclaimed while the Golem prepares for battle. The laws of victory have been decided, so Sento followed the Fushima stance while holding the Forkoma Nimpoto. While backing Kuroto as Kronos, Goro takes the opportunity to lay the smackdown on Reaper with the Golem suit. The Bugster is nothing more but a cockroach to Goro as long as in the armor, regardless how many times Reaper can revive itself each time it's defeated. Meanwhile, Samus arrives on the scene while transformed into Huntress Creator Gamer, followed by Taki and then Natsu. On a funnier note, Natsu notices the Bill's using a form based on a ninja that is Nin Comic. What with the comic strip around his Sento suit? Natsu scratched her head. Natsu, this is not the time to ask questions, Taki said in a reprimanding tone. Taki then immediately goes into a powered-up state, taking up her evolutionist. She undergoes into transformation. Her hair is dyed blue after her ponytail is forced out due to the force of spiritual energy on her. Can't help but notice that after Natsu's Hierophant green weapon was introduced, after the chapter was introduced in, she's never used it again. So I think this dude just forgot he even gave it to her.
Oh, I would not be surprised if
Her
this
demon
dude
mask immediately
forgets
transformed
everything he
into a-
does. You know what? You know how he can forget all this shit so easily? Because he's going at a fucking mile a minute every other day. He's trying to update this. It's like, Jesus Christ, man.
He can't keep
down. He can't. You literally cannot keep track of your own character's motivations, let alone the motivations of other characters, of characters that are not your own.
Also, this is a slight tiny nitpick, but earlier he had Sento say build up when he was doing his base transformation.
That's not... Yeah, He says henshin when he's transforming into build, and then he says build up if he's switching forms.
Yeah, that's a tiny nitpick, but
Yeah.
still, it annoys me.
I was gonna say that as well, but I wasn't sure if I was right.
Yeah.
And then a star-shaped visor with 3 points added into the shades. Let's go, said Taki. Sama sends some of the virtual manifestation of a various suit to fight alongside her in battle. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so tired today. I fucking slept in even.
America took all the energy
This
from
fanfic
England.
is stealing my life energy. The women immediately confronted Paragon. Of course, because Paragon is secretly a woman, so we have to have the women fight her. Afterwards, Banyam pulls out the Gashcon Breaker in Blade mode. Meanwhile, Build presses the trigger of the 4-Kamen Nimpo to invoking a Shadow Clone technique. Duplicates of Build appear around Reaper as all of them overwhelm the Bugster at once, followed by one of the copies pulling the trigger of the sword twice. And by doing so, casting a Flame Ninjutsu on the blade is amazing enough to curb Bugster down. Kuroto rushes as he approaches the Bugster and prepares to use and press both A and B buttons as Bugle Driver 2. Time begins to stop and everyone around Kronos are frozen in the stop time. This will buy enough Kuroto time to use a finisher on Reaper. He could have done this at any time. There's no time limit on the pause. He could have done this at literally any point.
Yeah.
After he activated Drive's finishing move command, the familiar clockwork appeared beneath Kronos' feet. Unlike the original Kronos, in which it was lime green, the clockwork below Kuroto is metallic purple by colour. Kronos unleashes roundhouse kick on Reaper with the long hand of the clock synchronizes itself with Kronos' leg, hitting Reaper with the kick. After returning the flow of time back to normal, Reaper is destroyed, only for the Bugster to revive 40 seconds later. No!
Why do they not reprogram it?
Oh wait, no, never mind. Emerald splashes in this chapter.
Oh, cool.
I just saw it get mentioned.
Love it.
No, even with Kronos' power, it can still revive Samus.
You know, I know we were just complaining that it wasn't used again, but now I'm mad that it's back.
I was glad it wasn't used again, because it's such a contrived fucking excuse to have a JoJo reference. Why would Sento make something named Hierophant Green?
Why?
Oh, wow. By the way, I'm looking at the fucking next segment name, and wow, what a fucking surprise on who Paragon turned out to be.
There's, like, really, it makes no sense why it would be fucking Hero Franklin when there's been 0 fucking Tarot references anywhere.
Yeah, that's not how Sento names shit.
He names things, like, very plainly, like, this is...
Yeah.
This is a gun for my hot Gatling form. So I'm gonna. Yeah.
This is the full bottle. It's got 2 full bottles in it.
He's very bad at naming things.
It makes a bouncy noise when I shake it.
Yeah.
This is the genius bottle, because I'm a fucking genius, says Katsuragi.
Well, let's be fair, that's Katsuragi.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, Katsuragi said
they both
are just like, I'm fucking genius though, so that's what it's named after.
I'm good at naming things.
Don't worry, take your time. You have to overpower both Paragon and Reaper at the same time, Kuroto reassured. Granted, since Kuroto only used a copy of the Rider Chronicle Gashat, and only a Master Gashat itself can destroy a Bugster, since the Master Gashat's data have already been extracted in order for the data of the Bugster, in fact, he's trapped in the Proto Gashat to be extracted. Regardless, it'll bring enough time for Goro and Sento are still facing Reaper, Samus and the two Kenichi are facing Paragon to overpower them at the same time, just like before. Why doesn't he just use the finisher on both of them during the stopped time? He could do that.
You can literally...
That would count as doing it at the same time because time was stopped. There are so many easier ways to do this. Jesus Christ. This whole arc has been a fucking mess. Unfortunately, Kuroto's luck runs out when Paragon uses telekinesis to choke him and snap his neck, giving him a game over, which leaves him with 73 lives remaining. After respawning from his signature warp pipe, the Game Master is forced out of his transformation. The worst problem is Paragon is generating a force field through the will of his mind. Overpower them. In that case, Sento nods as he pulled out the Taka and Gatling full bottles. Build proceeds to crank the lever of his driver as he proceeds to build up. After changing to Hawk Gatling form, Build pulls out the Hawk Gatlinger and proceeds to spin the chamber of the weapon 10 times, while Goro once again prepares to open all the missiles around the golem's limbs. His mech suit contains 77 missiles. Why did I say contains? Like, contains... Cocainium.
Cocainum.
Yeah, cocainum. A graphical sphere surrounding the entire battlefield. The moment Build spun the chamber of his Hawk Gatlinger. The missile pods on the golems. At least I can think about Hawk Gatling right now. God, I fucking miss Hawk Gatling. I hope that Dad Build uses Hawk Gatling at some point. It's a good suit. At least Ninja Comics gotten some use again, but it's a good suit design. The missile pods on the golem suit are opened as heads-up displays in front of Goro, who's in control of the golem's cockpit, pinpoint the targets. Meanwhile, Samus loads the mighty creative VRX Gashette onto her Gashcon breaker. She brandishes the blade afterwards, giving it a radiant blue glow. Taki combines the Chris Naga blades into a throwing blade, and the Starvisor turns into a long boomerang, the Gurren Boomerang Zwei. They're almost the same height as a double Kodachi, and Natsu, while donning the Hierophant Green Gauntlet and Greaves, proceeds to draw spiritual power from our Habaki for the Emerald Splash. Taki goes first and throws both the combined Chris Naga and the Gurren Lagann Boomerang Zwei and exclaim the attack. Double Boomerang Spiral. Emerald Splash, Natsu exclaimed as she creates a green water ball. Oh, Fade's here. Hi, Fade. We're reading a bad Kamen Rider fanfic.
Hi.
A green water ball made of pure spiritual energy drawn out from our Habaki, and green stones are fired from the green water ball directed to Paragon. Huntress create a game and charges at Paragon with the intent of breaking through his force field. Meanwhile, both Goro and Sento unload a dose of Daka. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. On Reaper. G7 Icarus XYZ while in the golem's cockpit unloads a salvo of missiles at the Bugster, followed by Sento firing lots of Hawk-shaped bullets from his Hawk Gatlinger, giving them enough time to make Reaper stay down. Taki's double
Yes,
boomerang...
Breadbasket was.
Huh? What?
American Breadbasket came in and he said this was a mistake.
Yeah, that's Fade.
It was.
That's Fade.
This was a mistake. Happy Independence Day, guys. I'm gonna leave now. Have fun with your Kamen Rider.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Later, guys.
Taki's double boomerang spiral manages to penetrate through Paragon's psychic force field due to the unprecedented amount of power of the Gunji 10 Topper evolution. Then Natsu's Emerald Splash manages to tear into the enemy as well. Oh yeah, I was about to say they never mentioned anything about Tengen Topper evolution actually becoming stronger, but then I remembered no, it did become stronger because Taki and Goro fucked again.
Yeah.
Every time there's a sex scene, Taki's power level gets stronger.
Every time he puts his seed inside of her.
The jizz,
But it
powers
only
her up.
leaves it in overnight.
Then Natsu's Emerald Splash
Oh,
manages to tear
God.
the enemy as well. With Reaper down for the moment, the smoke clears with Paragon still standing. With Paragon still standing, things are turning for a shocking turn. The mask begins to break. Goro immediately jumped off the golem mech suit and regrouped with Taki and Natsu. The black-winged Kamen Rider pulled off his G7 Skybuster and points the gun at Paragon as everyone's about to figure out the serial killer's true identity. Paragon's mask begins and breaks from the brunt of the attack from Hunter's creative game's critical finish. Then he lowers the hood down. The true identity of Paragon is not a man, but rather a woman. And judging from an appearance, it's actually the woman working as Goro's secretary. Wow!
G fucking Willikers.
Wait, what?
If he
Oh,
hadn't...
that it's Togami?
Yeah, wow,
Yeah.
it's Togami. What a fucking shock. So I want to note, if this guy
You are
hadn't been
shocked.
so obsessed with jerking off how smart his own plot is, and how suspicious Togami is, and how smart Goro is, maybe Togami being the fucking killer wouldn't have been so obvious, but he kept on having Goro talk about how suspicious Togami
Here's
was
the
when
thing-
no
here's
one
the
else
thing.
was suspicious.
Here's
so it's
the
pretty
thing.
fucking obvious.
When your main character fucking knows all along, it removes the opportunity
For the viewer, too.
for the viewer, but also for the opportunity for the reaction of, it was you. How? What? This big betrayal.
Yeah,
But no, you're just,
fucking-
oh, I knew all the entire time. I could have said something, but I didn't.
Yeah, like
It's
while
like it's
there
like
was
that it's like that one episode of Next Gen where Loxana shows up, and then there are those two weird fishmen, and at the very that everyone thinks are like ambassadors for some conference or whatever, and at the very end she's like, "Oh, those two are just fucking terrorists. Their robes are lined with bombs and shit." And everyone's like, "Wait, what?"
I was gonna say, it's like fucking Bloodstalk when you find out it's Suichi, right? Like, Build didn't make it very subtle that he was. Like, he literally is like, oh, I have to go to my part-time job now, and then fucking next scene, Bloodstalk is there.
Hey, it's me.
Every time Bloodstalk is active, Suichi is conspicuously absent. But they didn't
Wonder why that
draw.
is.
They didn't really draw. Like, they didn't go, "Hey, where's Suichi?" They were just like,
And then
no, but and the cool thing is that it was suspicious, and it was deliberately suspicious so that Sento picked up on how suspicious it was.
And it wasn't like
and
Sento's like, oh, I already know who he is. Well, he was.
Sento figures it out.
He was told
but he
by
was like,
Nagashima,
no.
But then he was like, but I have to be sure of this because it's
I have to be sure. I need to figure. I need to figure this out on my own, and so he hides the octopus model.
Yeah, he hides Octopus Light so he can use his confirmation thing.
It's like, I had to make sure, and it's like,
yeah, you have to make sure because Suichi was.
And even then, in the end, it's bad because he still feels betrayed.
Yeah.
Because like, wow, my dad is evil.
Yeah. My dad is
evil. Just the serious look on his face when he's just the serious look on Sento's face as he's watching Soichi turn into Bloodstalk.
Yes.
And even when he's sitting there at the table waiting for him to come out.
That scene is really good, but like the fact that he fucking has like the stereotypical like thief bag and like fucking puts the box in that is ridiculous. What are you doing?
He's fucking around. He doesn't actually care if he's seen.
Yeah, he probably fucking expected.
He did it for the aesthetic.
Yeah. I have no idea if he knew those full bottles were fake or not, but he probably took it because he's like, well, I could get the real ones later. But the fake full bottles was really good.
Where it pops out with Sento.
Yeah. That's great.
The fact that Sento had to actually do every single one.
Yeah, it's great. So yeah, Build good, this fanfic bad.
Yeah. But no, Togami was...
Hey,
oh no.
Isn't that... Sento couldn't believe his eyes on what he just saw. Togami-kun, why? Goro asked. He then had no other choice but to reveal himself to her as Goro removed his helmet. Are you the one masquerading as a serial killer murdering criminals? So you found out, she said in a disturbingly cold tone.
What do you mean masquerade? She is a serial killer murdering criminals.
People?
Masquerading.
Why are you taking lives, even those who did nothing wrong? You really want to know why? It's because of him! Togami points a finger at Kuroto. One of his machinations infected me with a type of game illness known as the Reaper game illness several months ago. Hang on. Be right back.
Wait, so you're... So hang on. So you're not a patient zero.
So, but wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Why are you killing other people if...
No, but also, she's not a patient zero because she was infected months prior.
Yeah.
And Emu and Masamune were infected like years and were infected 16 years before X-Aid.
Yeah. Which makes me think, do you think Emu would be able to use the Chronicle gas hat?
Probably. Most likely, Emu could use the Chronicle gas hat.
Because he probably would have developed the immunity to the Bugster virus. Like Masamune. Or wait, since Emu got parted with his game illness because of Parad, maybe not. Maybe with Parad inside him. But yeah, this is stupid. Oh, is that actually a real thing?
What did I miss?
No, you
Dumb.
missed. Togami was Paragon all along.
Even though we already all knew this anyway.
Who knew?
I know, it's so surprising.
Also, Bloodstock showed up.
And he's a combination of medic and brain.
Of whatever the fuck this guy thinks Medic and Brain were. This guy thinks that Bloodstock is a combination of what he thinks Medic and Brain are. It's convoluted.
Very convoluted.
My story is convoluted and full of holes. So
Like
pay
he-
attention.
That's the only good part of fucking...
Shaq Fu.
Yeah, everything else is just terrible. Like, the first line of dialogue of that entire game is the only good part.
My story is convoluted and full of holes. So pay attention.
So good. Like, that made me think, oh, maybe this is a good game. But then everything else was like, no.
How come you leave every time the enemies show up? We didn't get enough funding on Indiegogo for my combat animations. Like, Jesus.
That one was okay. That was an okay one.
And then the gay jokes 100 times over.
Oh yeah, it's like, I've seen your browser
I've
history.
seen your browser history. Some things are better left unsaid. What?
No,
I left it to a coworker.
And the game just, like, it's very rare to see a game that looks bad to play. Like, it physically looked bad to play.
Yeah. Hey, Manita. We're just talking about how terrible Shaq Fu, the Shaq Fu.
I'm wondering how the Obama one is. It's probably not much better, but
Probably not better. No.
yeah, but like at least it's Obama.
I'd say. Never mind. I don't want to start a political discussion.
Well, no, I mainly just mean because I love the gags of like, haha, you mean the Chaos Emeralds? And shit like that.
You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
Yeah. Shit like that.
On a car tip.
Oh, guys, the person who runs the My Hero Academia Facebook account just posted a loss meme.
Oh no, show us.
It's a pretty good loss fucking edit. Because it's kind of cute.
That's actually funny.
Yeah.
I love, he says, is this?
Is this? It's a lot more emotional than anything that's been happening in this fanfiction.
Well, no, there are emotions happening in this fanfiction.
Listen, I'm good.
There are emotions happening in us reading this fanfiction. A lot of them are angry.
Yeah.
Mama, big coupon. Did you know Samus was in this? Because sometimes we forget that.
I forget that too.
It's literally called Metroid / Kamen Rider Generations.
But there's been like next to no Metroid.
Yeah, like Samus was the main character of the first 2 volumes of this, and now
it's Goro-chan.
Now it's it's not Goro-chan. Fuck off.
It's Goro.
It's
Big
now
Dick
it's
Goro.
it's Big Dick Goro Izumi. OC do not steal. OC donut steal. And it's wait and Goro's girlfriend Taki from Soul Calibur. No, it's not Goro Majima. Stop trying to make this cool. Manita, stop. It is not Goro Majima. It is not Goro from Mortal Kombat. It's not even Goro Akechi.
It's not even Goro. Like, I would prefer just some random dude named Goro.
No, this is some random dude named Goro. Yes, Manita's here. Manita's bored on a car trip.
So he's
Okay,
they're
I'm
listening.
back.
We're back.
It's not
Back from-
Goro Majima, it's not anyone cool named Goro, it's some fucking little pussy-ass bitch named Goro Izumi.
Who supposedly
Get
has
ready
a
for
big
a
dick.
ton of talk about Kamen Rider, by the way, Vanessa, because this is a Kamen Rider fanfic.
Yes.
I haven't seen it. I haven't.
Also, there have been 8 sex scenes.
And they're all between Goro and Taki from Soul Calibur.
Also, Taki from Soul Calibur has a Gurren Lagann transformation.
8, yes! 8.
Yes, 8.
And he
And
comes
every single
inside her
time
every
he has
single
to-
time. There
3
was
of them were in
One
the same
time-
chapter.
One time, he fucking came inside her, and then he left his dick there, and they slept
Overnight.
like that overnight.
Like that's
and
like it sounds
that's-
hot, but it's apparently really bad.
That's hot. It is the worst idea in the. It is one of the worst things you could do. You know why?
Your
Because it
dick
gets
can
stuck.
get stuck.
Because it gets
Gets
stuck.
stuck.
Because cum dries.
And it's ow.
It gets stuck. It's really
Oh yeah, I
a
can
bad
close
idea.
this notepad now because it's just the people.
Also, he puts a whole bunch of references that have no place anywhere.
And then he notes what those references are.
He
in the
wants
author's
you to
notes.
really know what they're from.
Like what is this Ready Player One shit? that
I
he
mean,
does?
to be fair, Ready Player One doesn't tell you ever where things are from. It just expects you
Ready
to.
Player One tells you.
Sometimes it
sometimes.
tells you. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But
Wait, are
this
you talking about
always
the
sucks.
movie or the book?
Together.
I haven't read
By
the
the
book.
way,
I haven't seen
Because the
either,
book,
actually.
because the book apparently tells you every
Yeah,
time.
every single Kamen Rider character that appears in this is written incredibly poorly.
He also doesn't.
Go, Shijima, Kamen Rider Mach.
Manetta
He's like
hasn't
some
watched any
fucking
Kamen Rider.
dickhead
Deadpool character.
Deadpool character when he's not. Go's supposed to be like, you know,
He's supposed to be pretend to be an asshole, but is
pretend
inside.
to be an asshole, but is inside a psycho.
He
you know?
wants to fucking murder all the robots, but I guess he isn't like that anymore since this is post-series Mac.
Because his boyfriend is a robot. So
And
he's
then
like,
Michizane Kurishima from Gaim is
the
just
biggest
completely-
asshole ever.
The fucking my fucking friend zoned me, so I'm gonna go kill Kota.
The
And I'm gonna
entire
kill everyone
world.
else, and I'm gonna fucking try to end the world with this evil alien because this girl won't give me the puss. Goes
And he-
insane and hallucinates his brother, who he thinks he murdered. Michi.
And also
yeah,
kills his
yeah.
best friend.
And remember.
Oh yeah, he actually fucking did kill Kota at some point. I genuinely forgot that scene happened.
I remember not only
He
would
did-
Michi hallucinate Takatora, Michi would mentally block out anyone else who is actually really there, and just talk to the Takatora.
But
in
in
his head.
here, in this fan fiction, he's the biggest superhero ever.
Which, like, okay, after the ending of
he's
Guy,
fucking Kamina
Michi
for
did
some
start.
stupid reason.
No.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Go's
he does.
Kamina.
He does
Michi
say
does
in his
start to
author's
become
notes.
better in the the ending of Gaim, but he isn't this better.
He's
No, he
still
doesn't-
got issues.
He doesn't become do the impossible, see the invisible, row, fight
Oh
the
yeah,
power.
Yeah, he's
multiple
also banging
times in this
Samus.
fanfiction. In this fanfiction, he does a lot of author's notes every chapter, and in these
At
he
the
usually
start
well
and
this
at the end.
the end. He
This
always,
thing is a reference to blah
not
blah
even
blah.
the reference. He says his own characters are what are they're based off of, and usually they're like, oh, this character is supposed to be Kamina, and this character is supposed to be Simone.
But that
It's
doesn't make
like-
sense because he's fucking putting that over existing canon characters who aren't like that. Half the time.
Why don't you say the character is like the character is in the show? Why do they have to be
Also,
like characters from other shows?
he also writes basically his stories are basically the plots of Kamen Rider series, but he writes them before the Kamen Rider series really get going.
Like he writes each chapter that's relating to a specific episode right after the episode has been released.
Or sometimes before they even release.
So he doesn't fucking like have the chance to actually take in what's happening in the plot sometimes. So he's just like terribly wrong about a ton of shit and then has to retcon it immediately. And he hates retconning stuff, so it's like, why don't you just give yourself some space before...
Like, he started this part with Kamen Rider builds, like, a month before Kamen Rider build even started.
Why is Samus involved? Because he wants to fuck Samus, I think.
He likes Samus.
Yeah.
He also gives Samus a whole bunch of Kamen Rider forms.
And they all look like shit, because...
Minita, I'm gonna fucking DM you this guy's DeviantArt so you can see. I have to DM you his DeviantArt because
all of his
on the
favorites
front
are like
a lot of not safe
graphic
for work
hentai.
stuff.
Yeah, with fucking Dead or Alive characters.
It's bad.
With Dead or Alive characters, with Final Fantasy characters.
He has pictures of he has pictures of Taki from Soul Calibur naked. It's the same picture every time, edited into different backgrounds. It's ridiculous.
He also likes to slap Kamina glasses on pictures of Taki.
And he likes to make shitty memes of Kamen.
There you go.
That makes no sense. And like, I think that it happened like, I think like a week ago. I was like looking through his DeviantArt and I posted it here. There's that one really weird one I posted with Emu, like saying, the like monsters always get nice to me, or when they find out I'm a girl. And I was just like sitting there, and I had the fucking epiphany of like, oh my god, these are just fucking Starbomb lyrics from the fucking Samus song.
Yeah.
Like just verbatim, and it's like, oh my god, like it's like that.
He also has a like
Can
fucking
I finish this
couple
chapter,
pictures.
Please?
Yes.
Please go. Keep going.
You wanna know why? It's because of him. Tagami points her fingers to Kuroto. Mineta, this Tagami isn't fucking like related to the Danganronpa Tagami, by the way. It's just the same name. I don't even think this was intended as a Danganronpa reference since he didn't mention it. He would have mentioned it if it was.
Or he will at the end.
One of his machinations infected me with a type of game illness known as the Reaper game illness several months ago. Even though Kuroto had no details of Reaper's existence or the patient infected with Reaper's game illness, Tagami getting a game illness was the reason she started murdering people. Or to be precise, Tagami chose to keep Reaper as a guardian angel in order for Reaper to sustain its complete form. The Bugster chooses to kill other people instead of devouring its host. Still shocked at the revelation that his secretary is posing as a serial killer.
Did it actually say revelation?
It did not. No. I just like to read it as revelation.
Okay.
All right. I need something to give me joy.
Come on.
Goro can't help express his disappointment. So you're letting that bugster infecting you to kill criminals just to keep it alive, Gorast? Tagami, don't you understand? Murdering the guilty will do nothing at all. Nobody wanted any of this, even if they were criminals. They have a family. Only the law can judge them. What about criminals who don't have families? What about criminals whose families are dead, Goro? Jesus Christ, way to be insensitive.
Yeah.
Only the law can judge them. You can do nothing but even perpetuate a cycle of revenge at worst. I really like this only the law can judge them thing, because, like, this is Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Where quite a lot of them are vigilantes.
Bill himself is a vigilante.
Yeah.
Just Sento in the corner like...
Only the law can
judge. He's like pulling on his shirt collar, like...
Nah, so they just be like... yeah, whatever you say?
He's just going, oh, and he's also thinking about Banjo being a wanted murderer.
I think I missed it, but Banjo showed up.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't do much. There was a fucking, oh, is he your boyfriend? And then was going, no, he's
There
not
was
my
a
boyfriend.
no, she's not my boyfriend. That's gay.
Please don't no homo the best match, boys. Please.
I bet he's really mad that they have their literal best match now.
Oh man, it's either that or this dude straight up doesn't notice the subtext.
He's like, oh my god, they're such great friends.
Yeah, it's like, oh no.
They're friends, guys.
Do you think he realized that I'm gonna gay, or do you think he realized?
There's that fucking screen cap of like the elderly React lady.
It's too late for that. I've already perpetuated the cycle of vengeance thanks to that former CEO of Gemu Corporation, Dan Kuroto, Tagami shouted, still planting the blame on Kuroto for the reason why she had Reaper's strain. Now you're gonna vent it on that guy? Goro continued. If you want to kill Dan Kuroto so badly, then you'll have to go through me first. Defiantly defending the Game Master from being on Tagami's hit list, Reaper finally respawns. Good job, guys. Weren't you supposed to fucking defeat both of them at once?
This is him, the author, when he sees the best match.
They seem to be very good friends. Yeah. Now die! Tagami exclaims, and she commands Reaper to attack Goro.
Good job, Justice. Oh God, no! Why? No! Don't mentally associate that song with this. No,
wait, what?
Go to song.
Oh.
What song? Wait, what?
Justice.
Don't.
Oh,
I'm not going
fucking
to.
no.
Yo quiero adorni. Yeah.
I'm honestly not a big fan of Justice, personally.
Oh, Justice is great.
Justice is fucking great.
It's okay. I don't love it. Like, I prefer Deep Inside.
With perfect timing, Huntress created a game, pulls out 2 Gashcon key slashes, and inserts both Dr. Mighty X6 and Maximum Mighty X in conjunction. So, why didn't they just reprogram Reaper before? Samus immediately jumps above Goro and prepares to shoot Reaper with 2 Gashcon key slashes. 2 beams are fired from the 2 key slashes by Huntress created gamer on Reaper. When the beams hit, Reaper is suddenly defeated, though Tagami is still unfazed by this. It's only a matter of time she gets a taste of karma. Tagami is infected with the game illness, or to be exact, by combining both Dr. Maxi X's vaccination and Maximum Mighty X's reprogramming ability. Samus purposefully reprograms Reaper to infect Tagami so she can no longer allow the Reaper Bugster to do Tagami's bidding. Why didn't you just do that before, bitch? You had those.
Because they forgot.
Tagami ends up dropping to her knees as she is ironically...
I thought she was already infected.
She was... Shut up.
No, keep
Tagami
going.
dropped to her knees. She's ironically infected by the bugs who helped her on a quest of killing hardened criminals.
How? How on earth? Oh my god, he doesn't understand the Bugster virus.
He really doesn't.
He really doesn't. The past several chapters have just been an exercise in him not understanding the Bugster virus remotely. Keep going, Rose.
Let's look at the author's notes.
Kuroto, while transformed as Kronos, losing 24 lives while fighting Reaper, one of which involves getting brutally dismembered in half by Reaper, eerily echoed chapter 123 of Volume 2. The method is similar to how Silex's murder of Masamune after he betrays him. By extension, similar to how Chihiro in his Amazon origin form kills Shogo Kano in Kamen Rider Amazon Season 2, Episode 9. Technically, considering the fact Kuroto is a bugster, he doesn't bleed. Additionally, Paragon snapping Kuroto's neck is similar to how Masato Kusaka / Kamen Rider Kaiser dies at the end of near the end of Kamen Rider Faiz.
Well, thanks for spoiling that for anybody who hasn't seen Faiz.
It's a good thing I don't care about Faiz spoilers anymore.
Me
Otherwise
neither,
I'd be
but
really
still.
fucking pissed.
You really should watch it, though.
Fives is okay for like 90% of it. And
Fives is
then-
great.
then the last-
It trips a little in the ending, but it's still good.
Fucking nothing gets solved at the end.
But yeah, but isn't that great?
It's great and stupid.
Shingetsu now channels Dio Brando's battle cry of "Ree!" In keeping with
Oh,
the Gurren Lagann
no.
shout out to Taki's Tengen Topper Evolution. The boomerang formed from Taki's star visor is called Gurren Boomerang Y, which takes the form of the same Gurren Boomerang used by Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann.
Why is it called Zway?
Shut up, because it's 2.
It's not the second one though. Well, I guess you could 2 of them together. It's not the second Gurren Boomerang. Anyway.
Goro's reaction upon finding out Tagami is actually Paragon is similar to how Takatora finds out that Toka is trying to kill him in Gaiden Zangetsu.
I haven't seen it, so I can't say. But I really doubt it's similar. Next chapter!
Yeah, I know. Give me a second.
Alright.
Yeah, I just got someone I'm talking to on Discord on mobile as well. Episode 44 and Tooth for a Tooth. Author's note 1. This chapter's plot is going to be tricky as it will be similar to episode 39 and 40 of Kamen Rider Xaid, as it will explain some details of how Tagami contracted Reaper and the reason behind its numerous killing sprees to sustain its existence. It will also involve Goro trying to snap some sense out of Tagami's conscience in the ways Enru killed Parrot in the said episode, but Goro will not kill her anyway. Hero returns in this chapter.
Thanks for that spoiler.
And this chapter is going to be full of extreme amounts of graphic violence, so read at your own discretion. Great!
I don't think you understand what the word graphic violence means, because that means that you have to see something, I think. Doesn't it? Or like, can you call graphic violence?
Yes, you could. Yes, you could. You could.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this guy's stuff is like graphic violence in most cases.
This guy's stuff is
the only one that I'd say needed warning was the body inflation one, and that was just more because the very concept of it upset me on like a deep level. He doesn't ever describe anything in much detail.
Oh yeah, Manita, body, yeah. Little explanation. There was one time in a chapter where fucking bank robbers, or no, jewelry store robbers, like they fucking exploded. Like that, like at the end of fucking Blade.
Like, yeah.
Like some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill exploded.
It's fucking terrible.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like, I don't know why that got me so bad, but it was just really, really upsetting. I had to actually stop streaming after that chapter because I was just not
Felt
doing
dirty.
well. Yeah, I was just upset.
Yeah. Oh, I think I was there. I think. Anyway, on to...
Yeah, on to...
Oh, yeah, still, yeah,
Tagami
sorry.
of Paragon, continuation. Just gonna skip these because it's already been put,
Is it just like last time?
Yeah. Tagami gritted her teeth and exclaimed in pain. Tagami ends up dropping to her knees. She is ironically infected by the bugster who helped her in her quest of killing hardened criminals. She's been infected with Reaper's virus, said Kuroto. Samus, did you reprogram Reaper to reinfect its host? Looks like it. Apparently it's virtually impossible to kill Reaper at this moment, Samus replied. Considering how many murder victims it killed, it's close to completing its perfect form.
But why don't you just reprogram its off?
Somehow the bugster has been an obedient slave to her ever since she contracted Reaper's strain. Aldo managed to use Maximum Mighty X so she will no longer control it. It only infected her. How the Doctor and CR are planning to eliminate Reaper since it's nigh immortal, Goro asked. Moments later, Go, Mitsuzane, and Mayu arrived on the scene catching up with Samus. The three space explorers finally discovered the true identity of Paragon. Paragon is actually a woman? Mayu asked. Karma's a bitch, ain't that right? Go snickered. Rather than gloating that Tagami got her just desserts, Mitsuzane is shocked to see this as much as Samus, Sento, or even Goro. Samus closed her gamer driver and injected the Mighty Creator VRX Gashat to undo her transformation.
Let's just reprogram the invincibility off.
Literally, it is such an easy problem.
You've literally done it before with Kuroto.
And you did it also before with Lalika.
But no, gotta fucking be a really bitch and just give her no control over the virus.
Feeling of being betrayed. Moments later, Tagami is taken to Saito University Hospital to be treated of her Reaper game illness. Once everything is done, Tagami will be taken behind bars because of the weight of the crimes she committed. She killed a lot of people using the bugs that infected her, and that's an inescapable fact now her actions have finally come to light. Outside the hospital grounds, Goro sat alone on the bench outside, having remained mum since witnessing the revelation of Tagami's actions. Goro was aware that Tagami was lying to him ever since she returned to work. To him, it seems the moment you're hiding something is like you're about to betray someone. What about the times you've hidden stuff from people, huh, Goro? You silly bitch!
John, that doesn't go there, you silly bitch!
Taki sat on the vacant side of the bench Goro was seating. So your suspicion about Tagami Hikaru posing as a serial killer came true, the Kenichi said. Yeah, at first I don't want to suspect her. After you returned to work, she claimed she had game illness and that Saito University Hospital Oh, sorry, just Saito University Hospital had no records about her. This is when I began to feel that Tagami was actually lying to me, Goro said, all while looking forward. Hey, Goro! Maybe next time you shouldn't hire someone literally based on a single fucking interview you did with them instead of checking, like, anything else about them. Because literally Tagami he hired right after he was the only one who spoke to her before he fucking hired her. That's ridiculous.
No, not Goro Majima, Minita.
Not Goro Majima, thank God.
Remember, he's too cool.
It's Goro Izumi, Big Dick
Goro, Big Dick Goro Izumi.
I disconnected for a second, but I asked, like, weren't they in Hokuto just a second ago?
Wait, are they not in Hokuto now?
No, let me explain.
They went to Saito.
No, Saito University Hospital is the name of the hospital in Kamen Rider X-Aid.
Yeah.
However,
which
is
is in Tokyo, by the way.
Tokyo, so by build's geography, Saito University Hospital would actually be in Toto. But I think it might be in Hokuto in this fanfic because this dude doesn't know anything about Japan's geography or probably didn't know X-Aid was in Tokyo. I don't know.
Still, in the end, they would still have to cross the border. Shouldn't they go to, like, a Hokuto hospital?
What, shouldn't they? Don't they need to fucking ask a Hokuto official or something? If they're leaving Hokuto, like, because apparently Toto, you have to fucking ask the Toto official to leave according to fucking...
Like, ignoring that, you're going, like, a long way just for a hospital.
Well, apparently it's the only place where they can treat game illness.
Apparently.
Which, again, I said this the time that it was stated in the fanfic. Boy! If you're in one of the other two countries and you get the game illness, that must suck for you!
Yeah, they never said. Well, we don't know if the Bugster virus is gone overseas.
No. I mean, like, if you're in, if let's say Seito University Hospital is in Toto. If you're in Seito or Hokuto and you get the game illness, boy, that must suck for you, huh?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I don't think this guy understands how the divide of Japan and build works. Because he keeps calling them regions.
Not understanding that they're separate countries now.
Yeah, like, they are separate fucking countries. Incredibly fucking separate. Deception comes in many ways, many different ways, Goro, Taki continued. This is the reason why be careful on the people you trust.
This is the reason why be careful on the people you trust.
Recalling from what Tagami said, she pins the blame on Dan Kuroto for getting herself infected with Reaper's strain. Goro brought up what Tagami reeled in front of him. The moment Tagami was infected by Reaper, she proposed a deal with the Bugster instead of infecting her completely, like most Bugster viruses do. She told Reaper to kill criminals instead, with game illness so it can sustain its existence.
You doing okay there?
Also, this fucker thinks that "see you next game" is a Metroid reference, because when you beat a Metroid game, it says "see you next mission," but it's not. It's just.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
She told Reaper to kill criminals instead of game illness that can sustain its existence. For that matter, Reaper can control the actions of its victims, such as driving them to suicide and the like. Why can it do that? Something needs to be done about Tagami, Goro started thinking to himself. Goro, don't you just say that only the law can judge criminals? Goro!
You're not the law!
You're not the fucking law!
Breaking the law! Breaking the law!
Judgment.
Yeah, I mean,
we're breaking the law. Breaking the law. What's it?
Thank you. Even though Taki doesn't want to be a part of this, but what is Goro planning to do to Tagami? If Tagami cannot realize the weight of her sins, then I will make her realize that, said Goro. Didn't you just say only the law could judge criminals?
He doesn't know anything about consistency.
Even if it means I have to do something morally grey.
You don't say morally grey. No, people don't say that.
Yeah, even when I was trying to insist that, even when I was back when I was insisting Utsumi was morally ambiguous, I said morally ambiguous, not morally grey.
Like, yes, morally grey is a term, but like you don't. People don't say it. But like in a normal conversation, you don't say, "I'm about to do something morally grey."
I've long since given up on trying to insist he's morally ambiguous. He clearly isn't.
He's just crazy.
He's morally gay, though. Yeah.
Morally bankrupt. Then more like.
Morally bankrupt. Yeah. Like, hey, as long as I can fucking get science shit done, who gives a shit about the world? Am I right?
Who cares about my fake dad? Now I'm gonna have a new fake dad.
I'm gonna have two dads. I'm gonna have Sento's dad, and I'm gonna have Ryuga's dad. Now they're my dads.
I cucked your dads. Away from both of you.
I fucking can't shit lips.
Yeah, I fucked. Oh god. Do I have to fucking edit that like fucked your mom's shit lips thing again, but like Utsumi?
But Utsumi?
I fucked your dad's shit lips.
Fuck your dad's like it's both of them.
Solar panels.
Wait, so someone... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say...
It's like... It's Grease like comforting like... It's Grease comforting Misora, Sento, and Ryuga. And then you just see fucking Utsumi.
No, Utsumi, right. I fucked your dad shit lips.
Grease is like, there's no such thing as
It's okay,
Utsumi.
guys. There's no such thing as Utsumi. Guys? I fucked your dad.
Bro, I fucked your dad's
shit lip.
lip.
But he would have fucked Kentoku's dad too, just to spite him. If he wasn't
No,
dead.
he wouldn't have. That guy's too sweet to fuck Utsumi.
Like Utsumi would need him to consent. Oof, that's bad.
Oh, now no.
Ooh, back down.
Yeah,
back
let's
down.
back down on
that
that.
one.
Utsumi's bad,
That's the
but he's
back
not
down
a
on that
rapist.
joke.
Yeah,
Let's
back
continue,
down.
shall we?
Never back down to the back down.
Yeah.
Do I have to actually do the Michael Wilson thing?
You
What?
don't.
Yes, man.
Yeah, maybe.
Rose!
Can you say okay? Let's party.
Let's party!
That was great.
Happy 4th of July.
It's
Yeah.
Kaiser. By the way.
That's oh god.
Rose, I need your I need help.
What?
I need you to add me to Blood Gang,
Why?
then the White Boys.
Oh right, Blood
Then-
Gang.
Blood
White
Gang, then the
mid-card.
White Boys, then the Blue Boys.
Yeah.
I need to be.
Okay,
Yeah.
you got it. And you also have the Son of
Uh,
D mid card. I'm not going to remove that.
Hell yeah!
Thank you for the go gif.
The most
Happy
American
4th
Kamen
of
Rider.
July.
Like,
From the
if
most
you wanna
American
do Richard
Kamen Rider.
Anything.
No, Saiga was like Vietnam. What was Saiga? Where was
Saiga's
Saiga?
Chinese.
Yeah.
Shiny, but he was born in like California.
Right. Okay. So does he count as also America Kamen Rider?
I don't know.
Well,
Probably,
I
maybe.
mean,
but
he
Ghost,
doesn't do
Ghost
anything.
will-
He doesn't do
Ghost-
anything American.
Yeah, other than speaking English.
Yeah.
Good to see you guys. Taking care
Taking
of all
care
of
of
you.
all of
You
you
is
is
also
also part of my job.
Steady by. Hey,
God.
shit.
Saiga is the most nothing character ever, but I love
He's
him.
literally just like fucking.
Either you or me.
He's literally just. He speaks English. He's like a lion orphanok or something, I think. And that's
Give me the
it.
belt.
And he has,
I love
and he has a
so
cool rider form.
adorable.
That's
I love
it.
it.
That's all you need.
That's all you need for how awesome Saiga is.
That's
He
all
has
you
a jet.
need.
He has like jet thrusters.
He has a jetpack. He has a fucking jetpack, and he's cool. I love you, Saiga.
Hell yeah!
Man, that fucking movie's so bad.
Can you put Sunny D mid card under White mid card?
On what?
I thi-
Huh? Can I what?
Can you put Sunny D mid card? My very super unique mid card under the fucking
What?
Sunny D mid card.
under the white mid
I want
card.
to make sure no one else has it.
It's
Yeah,
gotta
you're
be
the only one
red.
Under
White,
white
blue.
mid card. Okay.
The organization.
Well, that would fuck up the organization of the color rolls. It's like it's
Fuck it! It's
No!
the 4th of July!
no. You have to see how we do the rolls because I want you to understand. that
I'm Richard today, okay?
You are not. You're Michael Wilson.
You are Michael.
Oh,
It
damn
says right there.
You are the president of
see it.
these United States of
I'm the
America.
president
Of America.
United States of America!
He
Why?
will kill the vice president.
Richard!
Richard!
How do you like me
Michael
now?
Wilson.
Party!
Michael.
Eat my
God, I fucking love Metal Wolf Chaos so
my
fucking
voice.
much.
I can't believe it's coming out.
It's coming out in the West. Thank you, Devolver.
RPC!
My voice can only do that a few more times.
So good. I'm so happy. I've never
Whatever.
Whatever. Whatever.
I don't know, Epsilon. Everyone just started doing Metal Wolf Chaos and
It's because Michael Wilson came to the chat.
Yeah.
Michael Wilson's here. He's the president.
I'm the president of these United States of America!
Are you sure about that, Goro? Taki asked, wondering what if Goro planning to do. Yeah, even if it's way too harsh, I don't have a choice. Even if it's the right thing to do, Goro nodded.
Just please don't keep doing the Richard. My voice can't handle.
Yeah, we're done
It's
with
fine.
the Richard.
You can stop. Yeah.
We're
back on bad
Goro
page.
admits he's more willing to make morally questionable decisions and actions, especially when confronted with difficult choices, even by extremes. He's also willing to bear the sins and the consequences of it, especially if he's going to deal Tagami for that matter. Goro will not say to Tagami, like, what the fuck did Dan Kuroto has ever done to you? Instead, he has to make her squeal. What the fuck?
This is supposed to, this is pissing me off because you don't just explain his character motivations. You have to let the reader understand what his character motivations are through his actions. You don't just say, oh, he's okay with doing these stuff and he's okay with burying the sins. Fuck you!
He does this every fucking time.
It pisses me off.
I know, it pisses me off too. Instead, he has to make her squeal. He overhears from CR doctors that Tagami doesn't want any of their sympathies out of defiance to the point she threatens the doctors she will kill them. That even includes Dan Kuroto, all people. Seriously, Goro, are you going to beat some sense out of Taki extending disbelief when Goro reveals he's going to use the build drive and transform to give Tagami a painful interrogation? What the fuck, Goro?
Wait, what?
Goro! Dude!
What?
I'm sorry, insane as it sounds, I have no choice. I want to make sure Tagami is going to realize the weight of her sins, Goro said. I know what it's like to get my own hands dirty, but I'm not too proud of it. Either way, it needs to be done. Goro! What the fuck, bro?
Is this what he meant when he said graphic whatever?
Yeah, I'm guessing
there's gonna be a fucking interrogation scene? What the shit?
No,
Kamen Rider
but this
forms?
is right after Goro was saying you can't take the law into your own hands. Why is
Can I get an actual link to the fanfic?
Sure, I'll do it.
No, I'll get it.
Thank you.
Everybody,
I already just copy pasted.
Everybody, please join me in singing the American national anthem.
I don't know it, and I'm British, so no.
America, fuck yeah!
yeah!
I'm gonna save the motherfucking day, yeah!
America,
fuck yeah!
Okay.
Anyway, back to this awful fucking interrogation
Goro is
scene.
planning to do the unthinkable, even though he himself doesn't like it. It doesn't matter if anyone will hate him for it, because he's aware of what will be the consequences of that. Why isn't he fucking doing it?
Why do you have to explain it?
Just do it! You want to portray him as morally gray or whatever, just do it and don't explain it!
Don't explain that he's okay with it.
Is the fanfiction in Tokusatsu?
Yeah. Oh no, it's in
it's in voice chat. He posted it.
Oh, okay.
So Rose posted it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
fucking.
Also, Rose.
What?
You are fucking adorable. Holy shit.
What?
What?
No, listen. Just
in the voice.
You're so adorable.
Dude, you weren't here when I was talking about Utsumi's dick earlier. That was not adorable.
Yeah.
No,
that was adorable.
Not adorable.
Adorable.
The things that come out of this mouth will make you quickly change your mind about calling me that. But
not
thanks anyway.
really, because I only hear voices. I don't hear.
Are you saying that the voice is adorable or the dick was adorable? I'm hearing two different conversations here.
Both.
What?
I mean,
What?
Oh,
she
I don't know.
considers the dick adorable.
I don't know. I think it's pretty tiny, so it'd probably be like it's like looking at like a tiny bug.
No, tell him the bad
What's up,
Utsumi
Soda?
idea. I was gonna say don't tell him, but everyone else in here already knows, so he might as well find out.
What?
I mean,
What is
if you're a bottom, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
It's Kaiser.
What?
I've been here the whole time. I just changed shit very hard.
Oh, Tsumi, you piece of shit.
I'm Rose. I'm the one who always posts Footsumi.
No, I know you're Quasar or Kaiser or whatever your name is. It's my point is you weren't here for us talking about Utsumi breeding kink hypothetical fanfiction earlier today. Breeding fan kink. Epsilon, explain.
Wait, is he doing the breeding or is he getting bred?
Explain.
Well, no,
Show me your honor.
I post Footsumi.
Epsilon,
make her
fucking
die
explain it to him already. I don't want to say it.
Do it.
Epsilon, explain. Explain. What is our
Blood and
control?
thunder.
Shut the
Get
fuck
to
up!
its
I'll just
feet.
post it real quick.
Explain the breeding kink.
Explain the
Wait,
breeding kink,
yeah,
Epsilon.
it's-
You know, we have a hole for this. They could probably explain it better for you.
No!
I just post that a lot and fuck up.
I can't look at the
Rose,
screen
honestly.
anymore because of this shit.
You love it.
Voice chat.
You fucking love it, and you know it.
This fucking my connection shit's up, and then several people are typing.
Where's screen? Let's continue with the bad fan fiction.
Hell yeah!
Just
No,
DM me.
Kaiser
Just
needs-
DM me.
Kaiser needs to know about the thing.
Now, what kind of breeding are we talking about here? Because honestly, there's a lot of them out there that are not that bad.
I want to imagine Mpreg.
Oh, okay, that's bad then.
No, it's not Mpreg, actually. It's
Okay.
worse.
Oh, I thought you were about to say that Embrag was not bad. I was like, oh, okay, Rose.
No, it's not Mpreg. It's worse.
What could be worse than Empreg?
Ovid position.
What do you say?
Ovid position.
No, not over position.
That's not bad either compared to whatever else you're thinking of, I suppose.
Stop!
I mean, look, there's aliens
Super
out there.
Smash
People like that.
Baby's ultimate melee.
Basically, Usumi
Yeah, do you guys
fucking
not-
impregnates
yeah,
a bunch of
like,
women
okay,
doused
so-
with nebula gas to create Super Smash Baby.
Epsilon.
What the how do you
Epsilon
douse
was-
women with nebula gas?
Epsilon told me about the fact that she kept finding stuff tagged with breeding kink on AO3. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? Is that just like a pregnancy kink? And she was like, no, listen.
No. Listen.
Oh, no.
And she explained to me what it
Here's-
was, and I
here's
was
how it-
disgusted. And then she was
Sorry.
like,
It's-
"What if someone fucking wrote
It's
that
never
shit about
fast.
Build?" And I was like, "No."
It's kind of. I would like to imagine that Itsumi's semen is kind of like Peter Parker's, how it's all radioactive.
I killed my
No,
wife with
we,
my
no,
brain.
we don't, guys. We already made jokes about Ryuga having the radioactive evolved semen. You can't just put that on.
Dude, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, to be fair.
No, we made jokes about how he accidentally killed Kasumi with his radioactive semen. Don't do that, please, God.
I'm radioactive.
No,
goo.
Epsilon. We
Epsilon,
just
I
needed
will.
you to
Let's
explain.
get back to Big
We
Dick
need
Goro's
something-
torturing scene.
We need something special to open up each stream with, so you could find me like a single chapter one, so I could read that at the
Oh, no.
start.
There's plenty of single
You're
chapter ones I've
screaming
seen.
this
It.
shit.
A one
too.
shot.
Not something too gross.
Thor and Loki's like the big
No,
one.
get the grossest.
Either that or like Tony Stark and Captain America.
Go away, Sans.
Sans, no. Can we go back to Big Dick Goro's torture
Yeah, let's
funhouse?
go back to.
So,
Oh.
what is this? What is this thing about Big Dick Goro being tortured? What's happening?
No, he's
we're-
torturing someone.
Oh,
We're reading a fan fiction.
oh.
Yeah, Goro Izumi, the fucking shitty self-insert OC of the writer. Fucking,
Is doing a dark torture
He's
scene
gonna
because he
torture
is
someone.
morally gray.
yeah.
Does this have anything
Can't you
to do-
tell how morally
After
gray he
a
is
chapter where
by,
he
by,
yelled
by talking?
at the same person about how you can't take the law into your own hands, he is now going to quite
torture
literally take the
myself.
law into his own
Look.
hands.
I'm
You
the
can't take the
judge,
law into your
jury,
hands, but
and
I can.
executioner.
Goro
But
on the
you
outside,
can't be the judge, jury, and
Goro on
executioner
the outside is a
because
Mr.
that's
Perfection
illegal.
archetype. I think that's a trope name that he's slightly butchered, but I'm not sure. But deep
It's
down,
still bad.
deep inside Dari no Tame, it doesn't say deep inside, it says deep down. I just wanted to say deep
Deep
yeah.
inside,
He's
down in
flawed.
Otave.
And as such, he has no problem making morally questionable decisions once confronted in a situation he's not suited for, and he's not too proud to get his hands dirty unless it's necessary, and this is why he's planning to do something to Tagami. Elsewhere,
Also
distant
known as
from
a
the
hypocrite.
bench, Mitsuzane stayed behind a tree with his arms folded, eavesdropping the conversation between Goro and Taki. He begins to sense a hidden depth of... That's a fucking trip name. Of Goro, considering his more meets than to his pride to meet CI. Maybe Michi should go, maybe I should stop this guy from violently torturing the fucking criminal we just caught.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Nah, I need some coffee.
It's a bad idea to eavesdrop on people's conversations. Samus reminded young Kirishima, who had his ears on what Goro was planning to do. It's Izumi-san that Tagami was talking about was working in his company as a secretary, he replied. I see, the bounty hunter nodded. Tagami Hikaru, that woman was infected with Reaper's strain several months ago before Genmu Corporation started their Kamen Rider Chronicle player base. It's pretty obvious that Dan Kuroto is way too careless with his machinations, not knowing that it will bite him back, and considering how many victims Reaper has killed, killing it is impossible. It has nigh immortality to the point that even Hyper Muteki Kronos' power or even level 0 Gashats have no effect on him. Fucking
Bullshit.
Why?
Bullshit, because he says so.
And
also,
after
Kuroto's too careless.
And
Kuroto's the most careful man I know.
And, well, Kuroto did once fucking get his ass beat after he used Muteki because he spent all of 10 seconds boasting about how it made him invincible.
Yeah. But still, he has like 20
Thanos
he always
Reader!
has...
I'm not reading Thanos Reader. I'm sorry, I can't do that,
God.
Epsilon.
But
Find
still,
me
like...
something that isn't /Reader, please. I
think Dan has like
I don't want it to
20
be
backups.
made personal.
Dan has like 30 backups all the time.
Thanos goes and lives on a farm, I think, in the comics.
Fucks a sheep.
Yeah.
The whole fucking thing is that, like, Death comes back to Thanos and tells him, hey, go murder all the kids you've sired.
It's gonna make me so wet.
It's
you
gonna
have
make
no
me,
idea.
It's gonna make me so wet, and then it doesn't. And then it doesn't. Then she just leaves him for Deadpool.
A matter of time.
And Deadpool's like, I'm not into that.
Tagami, completely. And then
Deadpool is super into
Oh yeah, I know. He's into everything.
Doesn't Thanos fucking make Deadpool immortal so that he and Death will never be together?
Just to try in vain to cuck Deadpool.
But she's like, no, I still want that dead pussy.
I still want that Deadpool.
Discussing the cycle of revenge. Meanwhile, in Sion's base in Sato University Hospital that isn't in Sato, Goro and Sento tagged along with the Space Explorers to check on Tagami. Inside the doctor's meeting room, the Space Explorers, Samus, Mitsuzane, and Mayo are discussing with Emu, Parado, and Hiro.
Oh yeah, they're Space Explorers.
Parado insinuates that after Tagami points out that Kuroto was responsible for her being infected with Reaper's virus, the former Bugster commander mentioned the cycle of revenge that they once broke after Silence's defeat. Another one has been perpetuated. While Sento is looking around with an amazing intellect other than trying to talk with Kuroto, who happens to be an inventor just like him, everyone began to discuss. Sento is like, I don't give a shit. What? What?
Is this interrogation taking place in the hospital?
I don't know where it's gonna fucking take place. He isn't doing it yet.
Okay.
Just how many people did she let Reaper kill? It's really disturbing, said Parado. It's worse back in Planet Mirage when that psycho bounty hunter was about to kill me. Parado brings up he has a fear of death. It just happened back in Planet Mirage when Silex was about to kill him. It was sure he was visibly incensed when the malignant bounty hunter killed Graphite before the journey to space. Oh, fuck you. Oh, did you find Omegaverse stuff, Epsilon?
What is Omegaverse? What is that? Is that...
Oh, okay, so...
Wait, hang on. Wait,
no,
let me
explain.
the whole question... Wait, let me get the whole question
Okay.
out. Is it like that thing from Deus Ex Human Revolution of Mankind Divided with the thing of, like, people's personality types?
It's the Alpha... Beta Omega thing where the Omegas have self-lubricating buttholes and give birth.
Oh.
And the Alphas have, like, dog dicks, so they've got knots. Yeah. That's what it is.
And the betas are normal?
The betas are normal, but they can conceive with the Omegas. Betas barely appear in these usually, because it's usually Alphas and Omegas, and then the Omega is the, like, Uke and all crying and shit, and then and then the Alpha rapes the Omega. That's usually how it is.
Knots them.
Yeah.
You know, I could find
Okay, so if you want to know why I know what the Omegaverse is, it's because there's this person I used to follow on Tumblr who'd sometimes make, like, posts explaining, like, horrible internet history things, like it's also how I found out about a lot of movie bobs shit. And they, someone sent them $5 to explain what the Omegaverse was, so they did it. Let me find the,
I can find you many stories.
It was actually $10.
So what did I miss?
You missed the Omegaverse.
You missed the explanation of what Omegaverse means.
Sorry.
You also missed Nebula Gas and Preg.
That,
Oh, no, that's not
It
Mpreg.
wasn't Mpreg, it's just regular Preg.
With Nebula Gas.
Yeah.
It's normal lady preg.
Nebula gas infused semen.
I got my wife killed with my radioactive man goo.
Right, okay, here's the posting.
Get out of here,
question.
Spider-Man.
If you want to
Maybe
read
it's
more
Spider-Man.
about, okay, actually it was $20 apparently. in the end.
$20 for an explanation?
Yeah, Mr.
That's a lot of money.
If anyone follows Mr. Fields' Wild Ride, I think it was him who sent them the money to explain that.
Don't forget to read about the
Now,
huge dog.
I'm not a
Yeah,
huge
by the way,
idiot.
the Omegaverse,
$20.
while the Omegaverse originated in the Supernatural fandom, quite a lot of the stuff that shows up in Omegaverse fanfics today comes from a 2011 NCIS Centaur fanfic.
What the fuck?
Those are words!
Yeah! I looked it up myself! They're not lying! That exists! I didn't read it!
Oh my
but it
god,
exists.
no!
I don't know, just a combination of NCIS and Centaur makes me buzz.
I'm not joking! That's a real thing!
New Centaur investigation.
Yes!
No!
NCIS, yeah! So, now you all know about the Omegaverse. Great, Epsilon.
The
Elaborate.
story of Dog Dick Fuck World is a sad one. So
Oh well, that's Mpreg, isn't it? I just.
These fics usually forego having women, but if they do, the women are either normal girls, have dog dicks, or have dog clits. Or dick clits, and that's the last we're speaking of women.
You know
Oh
what?
my god.
I'm going to.
Oh my
read
god, no!
There's a hierarchy. A good percentage of these fics will feature angst in some way or another, because what's dog dicking without 10 paragraphs of gay sadness first? The fics that really up their own lubricated assholes will try and use EBO as a stand-in for sexism, misogyny, and racism, which...
This shit is mostly
TLDR!
crazy, though.
Fuck you! This wasn't worth $20. I should have asked for $30.
God,
Okay,
it's
like-
always shit like
Anyway,
Supernatural.
TLDR, I'm glad I've never seen any Omegaverse shit for Kamen Rider.
Now you will.
I won't, because there isn't any in the build tag. And I refuse to look
now
at the
there
other
will be.
tags.
Ha 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 ha.
I
Oh
don't,
my god, no.
I don't, that's not the kind of one I want, Epsilon. I'm not reading that.
Peter Parker / oh god.
Yep. Spider-Man, Deadpool. Yep.
I mean, it's not that's weird. It's just everything else afterward.
Oh wait, have you seen the caps we've taken of the build tag on?
I've seen a couple. Like I know you
Did you
showed
see
me the
the,
fucking
Mommy
reverse
Kink
chronology.
Did you see the Mommy Kink one?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Okay, good. Because those like the weirdest ones.
The mommy and daddy kink.
Yeah.
One with Gintoku.
Reading that
Yeah,
from my
that
history
one.
forever. So just get rid of that.
Part 10 of Domestic Kink with Spidey Pool.
What?
This is that's part 10.
Wait, what?
There's two
What?
Peter
chapters
has
in
a
it.
breeding fetish. Wade is into it.
Look.
Part 10.
Part 10 of Domestic Kink.
Domestic Kink with
Spidey
Spidey.
Pool. That is a fucking podcast name right there.
Domestic Kink with Spidey Pool.
It has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
It kind of does.
It really does.
Hello,
I
you are
really-
listening to Domestic Kink with
No,
Spidey Pool
like-
in the morning.
No, like
Fuck.
fucking Super Best Friends episode name, you know.
I
I
feel
know,
like
but I'm just saying that.
I feel like
it's
more
also not
podcasts should take that initiative of just having really fucked up names for all of their episodes.
That's
the
basically
world
what
would be
the
a better
best friend
place.
chat does.
Yeah,
I mean, like all podcasts.
Race war.
yeah.
The race
Bro,
war
did-
starts now.
Didn't,
Self-lubricated Omega assholes.
Thank you.
There you go. That's a good one.
Just how many people should I read kill? It's really disturbing, said Parado. It's worth, but yeah, whatever. Apparently, Silex fucking murdered Graphite in this timeline. Great. He also had nightmares of
Silex
being
from
killed by
Metroid
Cronus
Prime
and Silex.
Hunters.
While imprisoned in Planet Zamazu. Is that a thing?
Planet what?
Planet Zamazu.
Planet Zamasu?
Yeah.
It's just a Dragon Ball Z character.
Yeah, I had to look it
That's
up.
the
Is
thing,
that a
okay.
fucking is that a Metroid thing? No, it's not.
So, Planet Zamasu, is that like Zamasu from Dragon Ball and that one
That's the
planet?
only thing I get. That's the only thing I see when referencing Zamasu.
This is
And
the
that
result
one
when the
planet from
cycle
Green
of
Lantern
revenge
end
is
up banging each other
perpetuated.
and there's a kid.
Huh?
Like, it shows the picture of, like, Zamasu taking over the world with his face at the end of Super.
Oh, that's Planet
That-
Zamasu. You kill someone, that someone you kill will come to kill you, and the cycle goes on until it's broken, said Hero. Had Silex never killed Graphite in front of us, Gaia, Tiger, and myself would have broken the cycle and it's been directed to Silex. Kuroto's rampage and machinations may result into consequences that would bite him in the butt big time. A secret boss from Dangerous Zombie is a worst case, as the infectee of the said bugs virus decided to kill people instead of infecting its host entirely was just worse. Number 15, Reaper Game Virus. The last thing you want in your game disease is the Dangerous Zombie secret boss, but as it turns out, that might be what you get.
What?
Wait, what?
I'm Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce, but with the Reaper Game Virus.
Oh.
The fuck thing.
No, why are you posting episode 21, Sento? Stop making me sad. Fuck off.
Because I'm sad now.
As sad.
Because episode 21 Cento represents my life now.
Now that you know about the Omegaverse?
Yes.
No.
I'm glad to have enriched your life, Saraku.
You have not enriched my life, Rose. You have drained it.
The one thing is now you can tell someone else about the Omegaverse the next time someone else asks, and you can feed off their emotions from hearing
Transfer
it.
the sadness to somebody
Yeah.
else.
That's...
It's like fucking It Follows.
Nah.
What chapter are we fucking on?
So now
44.
Zamasu has taken over
Chapter
the world,
44?
destroyed all humans, so he can make his paradise,
Who is
the
that man?
Omegaverse.
No!
Zamasu has now created the Omegaverse. This was his plan the whole time.
That was the Zero Ningen plan all along to make the Omegaverse.
Is now.
And the Omegaverse is nothing but Zamsu and fucking Goku Black.
But like
That's
5
all the
million
Omegaverse is.
Who
There's
is
5
that?
million
Who
Goku
is
Blacks
that?
and Zamasu.
Who is
just
that
proves the
man?
Omegaverse.
Hero turned his attention to Goro. It's Izumi Goro, thank you very much. Goro replied in a rather cold yet sarcastic tone. Maybe his current state has something to do after learning of Tagami being Paragon. Regardless, Hero also heard Goro's company, which explains why he realized that Goro is the CEO of Zestek. Goro leaves the meeting room as he's about to head for the patient's ward where Tagami is held for quarantine. Kiria tries to stop him, only for Goro to shove him out of the way. Asuna blocks Goro's way. Boy!
Asuna, fucking
Kick
murder
his
him.
ass.
Murder him. Stab
Fuck
him
him.
with
Just
stab him
fuck
and rev the bug visor.
Izumi, Mr. Izumi, this room is off limits, said the nurse. Instead of heeding Asuna's warning, Goro instead shoves her out of the way. Goro then locks the door with no one will be able to intervene. Why could he fucking do that? Excuse me.
And then,
How?
and then
What?
Asuna
How
just
did he
grabs her
get
keys
in
and
there?
opens the door.
Also, some of these guys are still bugsters. They can teleport.
Asuna just
He
teleports like, what the fuck did I just say?
He
Get
is
out!
the alpha in this Omegaverse.
I just want Asuna to bitch slap him
And JS is trying to keep our spirits lifted
with
by
Kirby City
with
Charter.
Kirby stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's
He,
too
he
late.
also said that there's a
Kirby series
additional
watch.
Kirby watches. Yeah.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
pretty
cute.
rad, actually.
Kirby's great. Kirby makes me smile.
I love
Can literally
Kirby.
do no wrong.
There's no bad Kirby game. No, Epsilon! No!
People write, oh, I hate when I've seen that a couple times. Like, there's this one fucking fandom I keep seeing called Bangtang Boys or whatever.
What the fuck is a
Oh!
I think it's
they're
like
Korean.
K-pop.
They're a K-pop boy
Yeah.
band.
and I see that so much.
Me
I'm
and
like,
Epsilon were Epsilon was looking through that tag on the AO3 and she found a fucking God, what was it? Fucking Divergence AU fanfic in there, and we both started laughing because, like, seriously, Divergence.
Divergent.
You couldn't even fucking do a Hunger Games one. You had to do the fucking like generic
Shit-ass
off-brand ripoff.
Divergent.
Fucking
Divergent
one.
is the fucking knockoff of Maze Runner, which is itself a knockoff of Hunger Games.
Which is itself a knockoff of Battle Royale.
It's knockoffs all the way down, lads.
And you're at the bottom of the rung.
So how come every time I come into this room, people are talking about fanfiction?
Because
it's
I fucking
hilarious.
do bad
Because
fanfic streams, bitch, and that's
we
the only
read
thing
bad
voice chat gets
fanfictions
used
here.
for.
We need to use it for more things.
Yeah, we need to maybe do more group watches of stuff where we'd be in voice chat, so like weird
Like
shit
White
like
Lily, and only exclusively White Lily.
Not rewatching
Just
White Lily.
watch White Lily over and over.
We're not
On
rewatching White Lily. Fuck off.
That fucking scene still gets me.
Which one?
Which
Dude,
the
the
scene?
ending, the ending where
yeah.
she's like forcing him to fuck her. Like,
Hey,
do
how
it,
about-
fuck her.
She's like He's
How
like,
about we watch?
and the best part is the subtitles where he said, "This is getting weird."
Yeah,
now it's getting weird.
This is weird. Like he's already inside her, and it's like, this is
Yeah,
weird.
it's weird. And then she's like,
Weird.
oh,
I don't
it
like
softens. I'm gonna give you
I
a
like-
blowjob, so you'll get hard.
And then
again."
he's not, then his actual girlfriend comes in, and she's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
And she starts
taking off
stripping,
her
like,
clothes.
aren't I beautiful enough? And then she fucking
And he's
stabs
like-
him and goes
She
to stab
stabs
the
him.
old woman.
And then he stabbed her.
No,
and it's like,
no,
They're
no.
stabbing her,
when
and then
the
they're
girl
going
gets
to stab
stabbed,
me.
and then
Oh my god!
when the
No.
student gets stabbed, that's enough to make the teacher go, "Oh my god,
shit,
I've
this
been
might
a
have been-
piece of
Yeah,
shit."
that's what stops blood.
and then months later, she comes back, has one last fuck, and then just leaves.
When the fucking teacher blood thought like sucks on the scar.
I like we call her Blood Thought.
Because that's what she is. She acts
blood
like
thought.
fucking a Volt, but like more of a thought.
She like licks and sucks on the scar.
Yes.
And like, then they do it on the table.
This isn't a fanfic. This is an actual
This is a movie.
softcore porn movie we watched.
Yes,
because-
it is an actual
because-
softcore porn.
because it has
softcore
it has
film
actors
we
from
watched
Tokusatsu
because the
in
three
it.
main characters were Tokusatsu actors.
Great.
Yeah.
And it's just funny to see them in those roles.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Oh,
Especially-
senpai,
I
let
think-
me suck your scars.
I still think my favorite part of the end is when I was like, "Are you staying? It's been really lonely here." And then she kisses her and then leaves.
She kisses her, leaves, and is horrible. And the ending is horribly unclear. Also about whether or not the guy who got stabbed
He's
and
dead
his
or not.
girlfriend who wanted to kill herself. It's horribly unclear as to whether they're still alive.
Because it just cuts from
Thank
the,
you,
the
Epsilon. It's because Tom Holland's a fucking muffin too pure for this world.
No, but that's why the fanfiction would be ruining him.
like the end. There's a
I
scene
don't
where
want it
like,
to exist.
the whole climax scene happens where it ends with the student getting stabbed, and then it cuts to months later, and you get no idea if the guy is okay
Yeah,
or
you
if
have,
his
yeah, the
girlfriend's
guy
okay.
doesn't matter. This is called White Lily. It was always about lesbians.
Oh yeah, I also remember the very first scene, where they're about to have sex, and then they teleport to like the magical white worlds.
Yeah,
and
the
then she
fucking
fillets-
fantasy,
She
whatever.
fillets Lily.
Yeah,
She literally
because they
just,
can't
like,
show her
melts all
licking
over
her
Lily.
pussy, so they just have her lick a fucking petal off a fucking Lily.
It's amazing.
Is this
It's
like
awful.
worse or better than that one Pink Floyd scene from the Wall movie where it's
I haven't
just
seen
animated
that.
I haven't seen
flowers
that
fucking
either.
each other.
Back inside the doctor's meeting room, Asner informs everyone none of the authorized
Hold on, I
person has
can see the
entered the
link.
patient ward room. He's what? Mitsuzane exclaimed. He then looked into the window overlooking from the room. Inside the patient ward room. Wait, yeah, because they have a fucking window! Just break the window! Someone!
I don't even
Stop
think it's
him!
locked.
He then looked into the window overlooking from the room. Inside the patient ward room, Tagami is confronted by a boss with a look of disdain and the mindset of asking not to pity her. Goro didn't say anything. Instead, he puts on the build driver. With Sento looking on from the window inside the meeting room, he's not aware of what Goro is planning to do. Goro shook both the crow and stealth full bottles and muttered, "Nothing personal, Tagami."
Nothing personnel, kid.
Fuck.
God, I can't believe he actually says that.
There's a flower theme for you, by the way, from Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Thanks.
Enjoy.
Okay. Goro proceeds to twist the crank of his build driver, then the snap build riders form sideways of the halves of the suit, materializing left and right. Henshin, Goro chanting the left and right side. The halves of the G7 Icarus.
No,
XYZ
Goro,
and
you're not
case-
cool. You're not cool enough to do the fucking growl of Henshin.
After the chants of the suit encased him, steam is let out from the suit's vents, completing the transformation. G7 Icarus XYZ walked close to Tagami, who was lying on the bed. He then proceeds to drag her out of the bed. What is he doing? Samus is shocked on Goro's actions. Man, sure is a way of making sure we're fucking sympathetic for your main fucking character, dude.
Also, if Sento was seeing this, he would already be breaking the glass to stop him.
Back inside, Goro grabs Tagami and she stands up. What the hell is wrong
Here's
with Tagami?
the thing. If Emu was seeing this, he'd be breaking the glass to stop.
Both of them would be breaking the window at the same time to stop him.
They'd be fucking slamming their shoulders. Every one of these characters would
be against
this.
this.
Would be against
What the
this.
hell is wrong with you? Tagami explained to me for her sentence to be as interrupted by with a knuckle sandwich to the face. He then pins her near the wall and proceeds to bolt punches to her face. Goro backs away for a second and proceeds to crank his build driver. This would kill her.
Yeah.
One finish would kill her, I think. Goro's suit begins to let out some steam from its vents. He proceeds to throw fast punches at Tagami to the point she's easily bruised from the successive beatdown. From the window, Sento slams his fist into the glass window, telling Goro to stop, but to no avail. At least Sento is like, dude, yo, what the fuck? But, you know what? I would like that after this happens, Sento would take the build driver away from him, but that's probably not going to happen.
Oh, totally not.
Like,
He's
I would
like, well,
really
you
like
did.
it if Sento could just go, you know what? I made a fucking mistake trusting with you with this. Give
Then
me
he
my
takes it.
fucking bottles back. Give me my driver back. Fuck off.
Wait. Episode 44?
Yeah. From the window, Sento.
There are 44 fucking chapters!
There's 160.
There's 160.
And this is volume 3.
This is
Right,
volume
go.
3. Yeah.
Oh, just kill me. It's fine.
Telling Goro to stop and no avail. Black-winged Kamen Rider continues to dole a senseless brutality on Tagami for no reason other than his anger that she lied to him. And Tagami herself is reduced from telling others not to pity on her to being beat up senselessly like a dog and trying to beg for her life.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This isn't an interrogation. This is not an interrogation. This is just shit beating.
What
Yeah.
chapter are you
You're not
on?
asking her anything.
44!
We're on
Chapter 4 fetish.
44.
44? How the fuck am I on 44?
You know, it makes me wonder if someone like
How
this
is
would
it
take the
this
time
long?
to do something
This guy
meaningful
writes a
for
new chapter every
mankind,
couple days.
and then I realized he is doing something meaningful for mankind.
No, you're not giving it the proper love.
G7 Icarus XYZ continued to unleash series of punches on Tagami to the point she's having bruises on her face, her bones about to break, experiencing serious trauma. Goro continues venting his frustrations on her for about 30 minutes!
30?
Jesus Christ!
How is she just not a bag of meat by that?
How just fucking destroyed the wall to get in?
How is Goro not dead?
Again, Goro threw 1,000 more punches at Tagami, still not stopping this act of brutalities. Each time he used Voltec finish, he continued to vent a lot of steam to the point anyone
Hang on.
can barely see
Hang on. Can we
Chill for a second there. Hold on.
Can we take a census of who is here watching this happen?
You are reading that really fast.
Emu, Asuna,
Hiro,
Poppy.
Asuna, Parad, Kyria, the most of the space explorers, Samus, Makoto, Elaine, Mayu, Michi, Go.
I think the only one who would be okay with this is
Sento.
Michi.
Like, there's a fucking lot of people there. None of
That's
them would be okay
12
with this.
people who
Someone,
would completely
someone would
be
break
unokay with this.
Someone would break the fucking wall
They're
down.
Yeah, they're
way
just
before this
standing
happened.
there for 30 minutes.
Well,
watching this happen.
Well, Sento was apparently beating on the window, but like that's not what he would transform and break the fucking window.
Where in this chapter are you?
We're at a extreme melee interrogation.
Okay, hold on.
Thanks, Epsilon.
He does 2 Voltec finishes.
Well, that's not. Is that?
Can I also just say, Wouldn't Emu be the first to tell him to stop the events
he
at the
totally
end of
would.
X-Aid? He'd be the first one,
Again,
not just because he's a
Emu
doctor,
would
but
go
because of.
Muteki. Emu would go Muteki and
Again,
just fucking
there's
break
Mr.
Goro's
Izumi,
jaw.
the room is off limits. said
Again,
the nurse.
again,
Instead of
there's
cheating,
again,
as soon as warning,
again,
Goro instead shoves her out of
there's
the way.
fucking bugsters who can teleport there. Can't they just
Emu
teleport
would
into the
fucking
fucking
tell
room?
Emma would
Goro
fucking
then locks
throttle
the
him
door
like Homer
with no
throttles.
one able to intervene. Back inside the doctor's meeting room, Asuna informs everyone an authorized person has entered the patient wardroom. He's what? Mitsuzani.
Yeah, no, stop.
It's-
Okay, stop reading it out. We've already read this part.
Oh, we did?
We're at
Rose is the one reading it.
The sentence
Yeah,
we're
no.
at is again.
No, I
is
want to fight Rose.
Goro continues.
Rose,
This
no.
is my stream, motherfucker.
She's streaming
Rose.
this.
I am streaming
Rose.
this.
Rose.
I am streaming
read
this.
all the
Fuck
dialogue.
Epsilon, shut the fuck up.
I'm streaming this. Fuck off.
Shut up! I'm the goddamn president of the United States.
Yeah,
And
I didn't vote for you.
I didn't vote for you.
I'm the president of this fucking stream.
Oh
I'm
my
about
God.
to. I'm about to impeach you if you don't shut your fucking ass.
Oh my God.
What did I
Well, I'm
miss?
just saying that.
Yeah.
You
Anyway,
missed-
let's
you're
continue reading.
all the.
Let's
you
get
missed
through
Goro beating the shit out of Togami
Goro-
and nobody doing anything
Goro-
about it.
You haven't
We
missed
can
it.
talk about that.
You're in the middle of it.
Oh, okay.
Goro
No, I
continued
wanted-
inflicting a beatdown there for almost 30 minutes, prompting Kuroto to unlock the door by hacking through it. Why didn't he do this before? Back inside, Tagami is totally bruised, her face full of scrapes of blood all around her forehead and on her mouth. She could barely stand up as Goro's already crushed her knee joints. What the fuck? Once again,
Oh, boy.
G7 Icarus XYZ pins the defenseless Tagami to the wall and starts punching her in the face continuously. Tagami ends up begging for her life each time Goro beats her senseless. No, stop, please. No, please stop, she exclaimed. But Goro doesn't respond and continues to throw a knuckle sandwich into her mouth. And if this is meant to be a really terrible, gory scene, why are you using the phrase knuckle sandwich, motherfucker?
Also, Kuroto would be the only one I think in this group that would be like, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, she
No, Kuroto
she
would not be stopping that.
misused-
Kuroto, you know what? Better yet, Kuroto would be stopping the others from stopping him.
No,
I
Kuroto
wanna
would
see
be.
this. I wanna see this.
Kuroto, okay. Kuroto would be like, no, hit her more.
Kuroto would be like,
Kuroto would be
she
actively
misused my creation! She deserves everything that comes to her! And like,
Kuroto would be Kuroto would headbutt himself and would be fighting the others to get them to not object.
Wait,
So-
there's a character that would stop other people from not stopping him?
Dan Kuroto, fucking
So is
dangerous
it complete-
zombie.
Dan Kuroto's the biggest asshole in the universe.
Oh yeah, no, I love
Dan Kuroto's the guy who would look at a jumper and be like, do a flip.
You guys drinking?
No, we're watching.
Wait,
we're
I'm
reading
doing
Goro.
really shit.
But I
Should
wish
be. It's
we
America
were.
Day.
Yes.
Sorry,
It's America Day to
sorry,
drink.
Don't
too
worry.
loud.
I'm having burgers.
I'm
We're
on
reading
my
bad
grill
fan
tonight.
fiction.
I'm British.
I can
so
smell
we're
my
reading
mother
something.
in
I
the
can't
other
have
room.
burgers because there's no
Rose, why the fuck
hamburger
are
meat.
you
So that
drinking?
sucks.
It is America Day.
Well,
I'm
you know, you can-
British!
That's no excuse.
Rose,
Anyway, should we continue? I gotta go eat dinner.
Can we please continue?
Let's just continue. Let's just continue. Continue.
No,
Come
stop,
on,
please.
come on.
Then Goro...
I'm so glad I derailed your
Then
conversation.
Goro prepares to crank the lever of his build driver. This is the 10th time he used his Voltec finish on a defenseless person. Steam continued to vent out from his suit. Goro slams another punch to Tagami's face. The door is finally open. Sento and Mitsuzane try to break Goro apart from Tagami. Are you nuts? Mitsuzane shouted. Izumi-san, no! Sento followed. Goro managed to stop. He hesitated for a minute, thinking, is it enough for her to take so much punishment? But when Goro is about to land the final blow, Taki intervenes and catches his fist. That's enough, Goro. You don't need to make her suffer, said the Kenichi. Tagami breaks down to the point she wet on herself after she begins to fear for her own
Hang
life
on.
when Goro transformed and
What?
beats some sense out of her. He then cancels his transformation seconds later. Goro's eyes began to be teary as well, showing signs of regret for his own actions and anger at Tagami for her deception. Yeah, good nice fucking...
You didn't feel any any fucking regret for 30 fucking minutes?
I'm pretty sure someone would be
I
dead
really
halfway
hope
through
Sento
that.
takes his build driver away for this, but I don't think that's gonna
won't.
happen.
You have to.
Sento would probably be
I'm
like, yo, that
sorry.
was cool. Here's another one.
Here's the genius bottle. You deserve
I'll be
it more
back.
than me.
I'll be back, guys.
Rose, I can't even barely understand you. You have to slow down a tiny bit.
I'm sorry.
That's why I was
wants
trying
to get
offer.
through this
I will
suffering as
read.
fast as possible.
Goro transformed and beat some sense out of her. He then cancelled his transformation seconds on top of that. Deep inside that, he
Oh, now you
seems
just
to
sound
feel-
depressed.
Well, I am depressed because I have to read this. That's why I read it fast because I want to get through it.
Put some love into it.
If you, just watch the stream and read it along if you're actually.
He seems to feel the weight of the consequences of the brutality inflicted on Tagami. Goro then exited from the CR base afterwards with Sento and Taki following afterwards.
Taco from Soul Calibur.
No. What the hell, Goro? Are you nuts? Why would you hurt a girl? Sento asked Goro. That is not the problem Sento would have with it.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did you use...
Did you do that?
Why would you fucking do any of that? Taki decides to reveal what she and Goro talked about earlier. Shut up. Ugh! So Sento's like, oh, it ain't... No, they fucking explain. Sento's like, oh, I see, that's okay then. Like, fuck off! No, he'd be like, no! Fuck
That's
off!
bad.
Give me my fucking build driver back, you piece of shit!
You don't deserve it.
You can't beat somebody up to make them fucking feel bad. Like, you can't explain this shit. Stop defending his actions.
Actually, he was trying to open... I'm going to leave a review on this chapter before we even finish this, because this is disgusting. This is terrible. I'm not bothered by the gore. I'm bothered by the fact that the Goro isn't going to face any real repercussions for this. Because fucking characters go, oh, well, but I understand what he was going for. Like, ew. Ew. Actually, he was trying to open that woman's conscience and trying to make her realize the weight of the sins she committed. Tagami Hikaru killed a lot of people by unleashing a bugs to killing criminals, and judging by the look when Goro was beating her senselessly, she began to fear for her own life. I know what it's like to be afraid of losing your own life. Once you confront that person, you have to make a choice of either making her realize her sins or taking it to extremes.
I just realized what he's trying to do.
What?
Happy Freedom Day, you motherfucker!
He's trying to do the same thing Emu did to Parad.
But the problem is that, like, what Emu did to Parad was framed entirely as, like, a terrifying thing, even, like, after the fact, like...
It wasn't seen as something morally gray.
It was seen as, like, yo, Emu,
you
what
did a
the
bad
fuck?
thing.
Yeah, sure,
That's
Parad's on our side now, but he's fucking traumatized, Emu.
Way to go.
Did somebody say Freedom Day?
Anyway.
Fuck you.
Let's continue.
What choice do I have? Tagami tried to keep anyone from pitying her, so I'm trying to scare her into doing so, Goro said bitterly. To be honest, I was never destined to be a paragon of justice or claiming to be one. I'm only human, flawed and insecure. I know what it's like to protect what's important to myself and to others. I'm more willing to do something morally ambiguous just to achieve that. And that wasn't morally ambiguous, that was just morally wrong, motherfucker.
You beat somebody up till their bones broke.
For 30 minutes!
Okay, and it's like, oh well, a show's like 30. Think about how long for somebody to get beaten for 30 minutes.
Wait, what did he say?
You used 10 fucking finishes on her! A defenseless human being!
Somebody begging for you to stop.
Like,
That's,
5 minutes.
You almost... You would have murdered her if Taki hadn't stopped you!
What was it? What did he say?
It does depend if the person is actually exceptionally strong.
She isn't.
But 5 minutes? Really? Seriously? That's all you need?
Yeah. Fucking 30 minutes.
No, I'm saying 5 minutes is...
He described it as she could barely stand up as Goro had already crushed her knee joints.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I can easily make this a better thing and
I'm
still keep the brutality bit. You cut it down to 5 minutes. Like Emu, and don't have it be Sento. Have it be Emu being the one to stop them, so that way it can be like, oh, that's like the final episode of X-Save.
And then afterwards, have Sento take the build driver away from him.
Well, no,
and then don't even have Goro apologizing like.
Here's the thing. After watching him do it for 30 minutes, all 12 of these characters would do to him what he did to Tagami.
Thing is okay, He could try and apologize, but their response wouldn't be, "Oh, I see. Okay." They'd be like, "Fuck off."
No. He doesn't apologize here. He would apologize like a day later, saying he doesn't want. He doesn't.
People would still be like,
deserve
no.
it.
What I gotta ask, are the 12 characters like, are they akin to common, like normal
They're
Kamen
all
Riders?
Kamen Riders.
They're all
They
Kamen
would
Riders.
not fucking do that! Are you stupid?
Oh, this is Kamen Rider.
I'm saying if you wanted to have a scene similar to this, you wouldn't let them. You wouldn't even have them say, "Oh, we forgive you." You have them say, I'm going to try and do better. I don't believe I accept your forgiveness and stuff like that. And have the next chapter be him being like, okay, this time I'm going to try and make good with this.
There's better ways to do this, but this is just the worst way to do it.
This is the worst way to do it, I agree.
There's a
I
lot
thought you
of
guys
shit
were
in
talking
this
about
fanfic is the
NCIS
worst way to do
fanfiction with
it.
anime characters the whole time.
Anyway, let's just finish the chapter because I do want to go eat dinner.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't care if anyone resents me or hates me or what I've done. Goro's the kind of person who has no problem doing morally ambiguous things regardless of the outcome. He lets conscious restrain him.
This is the first
jumping over the slippery slope TV tropes name. That constant question of the people around him, like Takio embodies honor and morality despite their cold personality. That is why he's working separately from the space explorers, and him beating up Tagami like a wild animal shows out of necessity even if he bears that guilt. I see, you're a kind of guy who's willing to get your hands dirty when he's facing a difficult situation, Sento continued. Suck my dick, fuck you, and your build driver back.
Sento would never
say I see. He'd be like,
no. Sento would
my
punch
dick.
him. Sento would punch him.
Sento would be like, suck my dick. What are you talking about?
God. And the next line from Sento is double terrible.
Oh god, I really don't want to read this.
Read it. Read it.
Kenji Megiri, why would you do this?
What?
Hang on, I need
Can
to
I read it?
I need to fix the default purple because I think Akuda set it as the wrong color. And moved it too far down, I think.
Can't read terrible things.
Yeah, Akuda moved it too far down as well, I think.
Oh.
Fuck. Like, I'm mad.
Can I read the terrible things?
No, not pro scrub.
Where the fuck are you even at?
Or just a little bit further down.
No, I mean, like, she's reading so quickly, I don't even know.
It's like,
We're at the paragraph that begins with, I see you're a kind of guy who's willing to get his hands dirty.
5th paragraph from the bottom.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah. It's in the section, what the hell, Goro?
You don't want to read it, Rose?
I do want to read it, I'm just handling it.
She's talking about something else.
Rose is the one who wants to suffer, let her suffer.
This is my stream. I want to read it.
No, I get it.
She will...
I mean, I love you, and I don't want you to force yourself.
Boy.
You've been streaming this?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is watching?
I don't
No
fucking
one.
care. I mostly do this so I have the VODs so I can put them on YouTube. So eventually one day I can link this guy to all of the VODs when I leave a review at the end. That's just all of my problems with it, so he can see in detail
all of our
how
problems.
we felt.
Can I read all of the dumbass author notes at the bottom?
No, she does that too.
No, she does. She basically reads all of this except the song inserts, but even then she sometimes doesn't. Sometimes
And
does.
also the counts he makes at the end.
I don't read the counts. I don't read the counts because they're completely. I don't read the counts at the end because they're completely worthless.
They are basically as irrelevant as you can get.
Yeah.
Good thing that Taki-san over there managed to restrain you. It's like your love for someone really prevents you from going over the deep end. You already went over the fucking deep end. It took 30 fucking
30 minutes!
That
you
is
fucking
not
beat somebody for 30 minutes doing like a bajillion Voltec finishes, motherfucker.
Like, fuck off. Fuck off with this shit. I
Was there a literal Pokemon in this?
I almost want to look at the reviews on this chapter specifically to see if anyone else is bothered by this as much as I was.
What chapter is this? 44.
44, yeah. I
I'll
don't
look
know
for
if those space explorers are going to be hostile to us after what I did, Goro continued. I hope they are hostile towards you because you deserve it. Samus makes her presence known to Taki,
I hope
Sento,
they
and Goro.
fucking fight you the second they see you.
Overheard the conversation between Taki and Goro through Mitsuzane earlier. It only depends on how you feel about your own actions, said the bounty hunter. I overheard you talking earlier. It's really hard to sympathize with a person who refuses to accept pity. But on what you did is you're trying to make Togami Hikaru to instill her fear of death. Comic as it sounds, it turns out you're trying to make her realize what was like to die as she through Reaper did for the past few weeks and realized the weight of her crimes. Samus deduced that Goro's brutality inflicted on Tagami was actually a Batman Gambit trope name. Fuck you for trying to use a trope name. Fuck you for trying to use a trope name
Okay,
to justify your own terrible fucking character writing!
There are only 2 reviews for this chapter. Only 2. And it's one of them is wasn't in the mood for graphic violence, so just skim past these parts. The other one is now first part's him just saying like, oh, that's how Emu did it, but he's saying, but beating a defenseless woman to a bloody pulp while henshin and activating Hisatsu 10 times just to teach her a lesson, isn't that a bit much?
Yeah.
Good.
Like even his fans are like, that's a bit.
How the fuck do you call it a Batman Gambit?
Fucking
it's a
okay.
No,
Even Emu
for 30 minutes.
Even Emu was less brutal about this.
The trope is named after the fucking character. It's a Xanatos Gambit. How the fuck?
Yeah, unwillingly pulled. Batman Gambit is a separate trope, and it doesn't fucking apply to this.
Does a Xanatos Gambit apply?
I don't know, maybe. I don't
anyway, but let's.
Who fucking cares what tropes apply to this? You shouldn't
Samus
write
and
things
her crew
bound and
decided
shackled to
remain
tropes
neutral
like
over Goro's actions as a justification. Author's note 2: the way Parado reveals his fear of death is mostly different from the TV series. Here in the story, Parado reveals him getting nearly killed by Silex back in chapters 121 and 122 of Volume 2 is said to cause him to feel anxiety, which isn't shown back in the previous story itself. Nice job there, idiot. In the TV episode, Emu puts Parado into a Batman Gambit by killing him in episode 39. This is where, in the following episode, Parado breaks down once he realizes the weight of the consequences of his actions. Considering that the Death Note-inspired arc, Goro beating Tagami senses the equivalent of Chief Yagami Light's dad about to shoot his own son and possibly himself, all while L continues to suspect him of being Kira and Matsuda shooting Light to death in the final episode of Death Note. No, it isn't. Author's note 1. Okay, Goro hitting a girl shows the first time he does something morally grey. While Goro started out as a glory hound of sorts before
he did a little more than fucking hit her.
Anyway, I'll be back later.
Goddamn Batman Gambit.
He begins
morally grey.
He starts beginning to mellow out and keeps his ego in check, but this doesn't stop him from being an anti-hero, as the space explorers have restraints and morality as Samus and the other 5 Kamen Riders on her side have the first share of being once making morally ambiguous decisions to the point it opposes the protagonists of their respective series. As such, they should avoid making bad decisions, like in the case of Mitsuzane and Makoto, ever again.
Dude, Go wasn't a fucking saint either. Go. Remember, there was the one Roidmude that was actually good. That that was the synchronized to the one guy who worked in the office or the special cases unit, right?
Yeah.
And the 2 of them would just trade off going to work and staying at home.
Yeah.
And then Go wanted to kill him anyway.
Yeah.
Just because he's a Roidmude.
Right.
And later how with the weird fusion Roidmudes, how there was a criminal fused to a Roidmude. He was like, let's just kill him, and then everyone's like, Go! You can't say that. He's like, what? They're criminals.
I just want to say,
what?
I'm the president of the goddamn fucking United States of America!
Okay.
And I want to die.
Okay. As for the morally grey part in Goro's characterization, Goro's more willing to bear the weight of the consequence of the actions he takes. What consequences? He didn't face any fucking consequences. Everyone's like, oh, I understand.
You
actively
beat someone near to death for 30 straight minutes in the view of 12 Kamen Riders. There are gonna be some fucking consequences.
One of which had the final villain not even be able to pay for his actions because he killed himself. That person should be like, yo, don't do that. That is a bad thing.
Sorry if I'm all screaming, but
as for the morally grey part in Goro's characterization, Goro is more willing to bear the weight of the consequences of the actions he take, similar to anti-villains in fiction, but Goro here is a rare case of an anti-hero who's willing to do something dubious even by everyone's standards. Also, his characterization also lives through a status of Byronic hero trope, name a character with a troubled past, flawed and passionate with his own goal and many else to follow. This chapter is the conclusion of Act 3, the following chapter will be the beginning of Act 4.
What are you even fucking reading anymore?
I
We move on. We're on the next chapter.
I want to. Okay, once we're done with this chapter, I'm fucking
Chapter 45.
stopping because I'm like, it's getting late, and also I'm genuinely upset about this fucking.
Oh,
fanfic.
we're all genuinely
And
upset. Don't fucking worry.
I think we all need to fucking calm down.
Yeah,
Would
we
you hurt
do.
yourself like this though?
Because we need to. Pain is a part of the whole process.
I did what I had to do. Is that?
Oh my God! No, Soda. Soda, no,
What?
say it ain't so.
Oh fucking Christ! How the fuck?
Also, doesn't
How would
how?
Amazon's work in the How would Amazon's work in the same setting as other fucking riders?
Also, doesn't season 2 take place 5 years after?
I like season 2.
Doesn't season 2 take place 5 years after season 1? Not at most 2, which is what this is.
I don't fucking know. I don't even know if Amazon's season 1 happened in this fucking fanfic.
It probably didn't actually happen.
When Goro Tagami doesn't want to accept any sympathy from any of the CR docs, he had no other choice but to take matters into his own hand. He totally had other choices. He just didn't.
What do you mean Tagami doesn't want to accept sympathy from the other?
And by that matter, he transformed into G7 Icarus XYZ in front of her while locking the patient wardroom's doors. I don't know how he did that because he didn't fucking have any cards or anything. I don't know how he managed to lock it. What he does next is act of brutality. Tagami is turned into a walking punching bag by a Kamen Rider who happens to be a boss who accepts her into his company. Instead of terminating her from the company after the Paragon Reaper instance come to light, Goro pays her with a no-holds-barred punishment. In Tagami's point of view, in the middle of the beatdown, she finds herself running for her life when a monster is about to kill her, and that monster in question is Goro himself. Transformed into G7 Icarus XYZ, with his only weapon being just his fist, she is badly beaten from top to bottom. Even the CR personnel and the space explorers were appalled to see what Goro just did. Regardless, Goro avoided jumping off the slippery slope trope. Taki managed to intervene because if she didn't, he would have ended up being worse as what Tagami became. The result, Tagami ended up begging for mercy. The moment she is battered and broken, Goro used 10 Voltec finishes on her. She sustained broken bones and bruises all over from top to bottom. It only took for Mitsuzane and Sento to stop from torturing the woman even further. Goro admitted to Sento what feels like to punish the person for lying to him all along, and the worst that masqueraded as a serial killer by using a symbiotic entity to murder criminals with extreme prejudice. It really wrenched his heart so hard, and he let his judgment get the better of him and chose to vent his frustration. I do not feel bad for Goro at all, because what he did is fucking disgusting.
Now that we've all sort of calmed down a bit, here's the minimum of how that would actually go down if these characters were all in character. They bust down the door. Michi, they bust down. They henshin probably to bust down the door. Michi pulls out or whatever. Michi pulls out the Budo Ryuho and just shoots him right in the head. Obviously, it won't go through, but it'll bounce off his head and it will get his attention, and he will stop.
And
as Michi just...
Emu and Sento probably both getting in there immediately, transformed, grabbing him, and be like, what the fuck, man? Because Sento, fucking... Goro is using shit Sento made for this. Sento is not happy about that.
Yeah, Emu and Sento.
And Emu would be, first of all, don't fucking hurt the patients. Second of all, he'd fucking be like, probably recognizing what he did to Parrot and be like, dude, no, that's not a thing you should do. That's an
extreme measure.
That's
not an extreme measure.
That's an extreme measure that you do
I had to do that because Parrot wouldn't listen to anything.
Bring back to life. This is a human fucking being. I could bring Parad back. Togami would be dead if you did what you wanted to do.
And like I'm like the scene I'm imagining is just Mitsuzane, Sento, and Emu standing there, and fucking Mitsuzane's holding the Budo Ryuho, Sento's holding the drill crusher in gun mode, and Emu's just holding the fucking the key slasher in fucking gun mode, and they're all just pointed at him, just with these livid looks on their faces behind masks. You know?
If I might interrupt you for 1 second. Rose, why are you doing this to yourself?
I wanted to know how bad it was.
This is the worst.
It is.
Oh.
It
no.
is.
I mean, it is, but it's not. It's the worst in this vein.
I don't even have context. I have not seen Build. I have not seen any Kamen Rider since fucking Ghost, episode 7.
You should watch
This
X8.
is god-awful.
You should watch X8. It's great.
Yeah, I know. I will.
Yeah.
Like what? X8 in
Build, yeah.
is Drive worthy?
Drive
Drive
you
is
haven't seen
fucking
Drive?
amazing.
Yeah, you should watch Drive.
Hell yeah.
Epsilon hasn't seen all of Drive because she was turned off by the slow start, but like Drive's good.
Drive, yeah, Drive takes a bit to pick up, but Drive is amazing.
Okay, cool.
It has boy brain and heart.
Drive, much like its protagonist, takes a little while to get in gear.
Heartroid Mude is the most attractive Kamen Rider villain of all time. I think everyone can agree with that.
But
no,
Rose, we're not
I
here
forgive
for
you for
your
Epsilon.
lust.
Oh
We're
no!
here for you to
This
read
isn't
bad
isn't
fanfiction.
my lust. This is just everyone agreeing that Heart
Everyone's
is hot.
lust. Yes,
See?
no, Heart is a really attractive man.
Brain is the one where no one really agrees with me, but that's fine because I don't expect it.
Yeah, because you're a weird Megane lover, but
Heart is
What's the name of the character?
Heartroid Mude.
Heart. Heart. ROIDMUD.
Okay.
Heart.
Yeah, shit.
Like the organ. And then Roid Mude. You find it from there. Yeah.
Also known as Roidmude 02.
Or just Heart Kamen Rider Drive.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh yeah, I probably need to keep it down now.
Yeah!
I'm almost done.
Oh my god, he's Onk!
He's
basically just Onk.
Nah, Onk's not.
No,
nearly
Onk's-
as buff as
No, he has the same hairstyle as Onk.
Heart is buff as hell. Have you guys seen Heart's actor shirtless? He's buff as hell. It's amazing.
He's also in that Rurouni Kenshin movie.
He is?
Yeah.
What?
Isn't
He plays Sword Hunter Cho.
yeah, doesn't Ryotaro play Kenshin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Ryotaro from Den-O plays Kenshin in the live-action Rurouni Kenshin.
Are you literally fucking with me right now?
No, I'm not.
Look, the main human actor? Or
Yeah,
suit
the
actor?
the main human character from Kamen Rider Den-O, the
guy
kinda-
who has to. Yeah, that guy.
oh no, I don't want to fight anymore.
Oh,
him.
Oh my god.
He plays Kenshin.
I thought he was super hot already. Holy shit.
Oh no.
The fact that he can play fucking Kenshiro.
No.
No, not Kenshiro.
Oh.
No, we're talking. No, hang on. All right.
I goofed a little bit. I misheard probably.
Yeah. Every time we change topics fast.
Yeah, sorry, I get it.
Yeah.
Who does he play?
Okay, hang on. All right.
Because I mean, he's a good
All right.
fucking.
We're not talking about Fist of the North Star. We're talking about Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh my god.
So okay,
Yeah.
hang on. First of all, the guy who plays the Heart Roidmude plays who in the live-action Rurouni Kenshin?
Oh yeah, Rurouni Kenshin, the manga where the dude got arrested. The dude who made it.
The manga was still good. That's something you can separate the artist from the.
It probably shouldn't be going, but
like, okay, I'm not gonna say like.
Do you still listen to Michael Jackson? Is all I'm gonna say.
But, like.
Aqua Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Oh,
you can still listen to Michael
was never
Jackson. I
convicted
can
of
still
anything.
watch L.A. Confidential. You know.
Okay.
He was never convicted
Anyway,
of anything, and everything he did made sense because of a fucked up childhood.
What?
Sorry, heavy talk.
But
Sorry about that.
broken bones and bruises all over from top to bottom. It only took for Mitsuzane and Sento to stop from torturing the woman even further. I don't know why this dude never refers to Michi as Michi. I don't know.
He
what
always
that
calls
is.
him Mitsuzane. He never calls
There's
him
not a
Michi.
single character who calls him Michi, and that's weird.
Mike, Kaiser.
Or
Kaiser, however you're supposed to say her name normally. That is Ryotaro, and he plays hang on.
Oh no, it's fine. I think we've
Yeah,
had a couple...
I know what character you're talking about. Holy fuck, yeah. Does he play Kenshin, brother?
Hang on. Yes.
Took for Mitsuzane and Sento to stop from torturing the woman even further. Goro admitted to Sento what it feels like to punish the person for lying to him all along, and the worst, that masquerading as a serial killer, she wasn't. She was just an actual serial killer by using a symbiotic entity to murder criminals with extreme prejudice. It really wrenched his heart so hard, and he let his judgment get the better of him and chose to vent his frustration. I don't feel bad for him at all, because this was fucking despicable. He should not have done it. I am sometimes confronted with difficult choices, especially when it involves an employee hiding a secret from their boss.
Oh my god. It was all, fun and games and jokes and Big Dick Goro
And then all of a
sorts
sudden,
stuff,
oh
and
hey,
then-
here's Big Dick Goro almost beating an innocent... no, not an innocent woman, but a
Well,
defenseless woman.
A defenseless woman.
Almost to death, and then getting off basically scot-free, besides Taki scolding him a bit.
A bit.
It's
just like, oh my god.
And then you remember that this guy apparently based part of his Death Note arc of his fanfic on an actual crime that actually happened in the country he lives in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was around the time the fanfic was written, but like either way.
I think it was.
Like, dude, no.
Or at least the case was being
Like,
put through around the time.
That is disgusting.
Writing it.
Then you're reminded this dude doesn't seem to,
This is the main actor from Deno. I can't fucking believe this. This is... What the fuck?
Are you watching it now?
It's too good!
What? Who?
If the guy you linked is the main actor from Deno...
Yeah.
He's too good and should not be allowed to live.
Should not be that good. I know. If you watch Deno and then you watch the live action Rurouni Kenshin stuff, you're like, what the fuck happened to Takeru Sato?
Actual fuck.
Shouldn't open the tab on the stream window.
Yeah. Rose, Takeru Sato, who plays Ryotaro. He plays fucking Kenshin in the live action Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah, I know.
And he plays.
He was also in the
No, I'm sorry. 5. He plays 5 different characters. No, sorry, 6 actually. He plays himself. He plays Ryotaro, and then all of the Taros.
Yeah. We know. We watch.
No, I know, but I mean, it's like this is not fair for him to be this.
I think.
Oh,
he was,
yeah.
I think he was also. There was a movie adaptation of Inuyashiki, and I think he played like the. I think he played the villain dude in that. Yeah, he did. The teenager, the villain of Inuyashiki.
Excuse me.
The one with the superpower robot old man Inuyashiki, and then there's the teenager who also got turned into the same kind of robot, but like he uses it for like evil as well.
Fuck him.
That's he was played by the Deno protagonist guy.
Oh shit, he might have actually been the not sure if this wiki page is right. He was the main character in the live action Bakuman.
What Goro do this time?
And he works. Wait,
What I miss?
Hell yeah.
I am sometimes confronted with difficult choices, especially when it involves an employee hiding a secret from their boss, Goro said bitterly. I purposely tortured a woman who was revealed to be masquerading as a serial killer just to make sure to open her conscience and realize the weight of the atrocities she committed. Even though I'm not supposed to hurt a lady, but I was left without a choice once confronted by someone who refuses any sympathy, and I'm aware of the weight of the consequences of what I did. A guilty conscience is a small price to pay for the safety of those around us, so I'm willing to bear those sins because I can live with that. I don't think that should be all your fucking consequences.
Yeah.
Also, that was too coherent. You know where that's from?
What?
What?
Bits of that sound like Fies. Which, considering this guy's love for Inoue, is not surprising in the slightest.
His love for Inoue, that for some reason he refuses to... He doesn't seem to realize the problems with Inoue seasons. Which...
Yeah, in that they get a little... What shall we say? Edgy.
That's far from the only problem with Inoue, I think. But, like, that's one of the main ones.
Inoue's books are just...
What the fuck?
There is a... What?
No, I'm sorry. Like, I was checking the Inuyashiki Wikipedia page, and holy fuck, he is the voice!
Who, Takeru Sato?
Yeah! Oh my god!
Yeah, man, Takeru Sato's fucking real impressive.
He's ridiculous. Also, fucking Naoyuki Ando, fucking Hero's childhood friend.
Yeah.
The old, I mean, like one of the first characters introduced with Hero.
I'm so fucking mad that everybody in this fanfiction is forgiving Goro.
I'm mad. We're all mad about that.
Just kill Goro. It's fine. Somebody just get mad at me saying kill Goro.
Oh no!
Just
everybody
fucking
wants
kill
Goro.
Goro, seriously.
Just beat his face in.
I don't even know who the fuck Goro is.
Goro Izumi, big dick Goro, fucking piece of shit garbage, fucking
He's
OC.
He's the writer of this fanfiction.
Okay, I seriously need to finish this chapter so I can stop streaming.
All right,
because
finish.
I can't
Go.
string together coherent
Go.
thoughts anymore.
Stop complaining about how you need to go and go.
Yeah,
Samus
I haven't seen
feels
Build,
the same way as she herself and the other 5 space explorers had their own fair share of making amoral choices that would sometimes contradict the people who helped them. She seems to acknowledge that Goro is more willing to bear the guilt of what he did and face those sins head on. I used to be like that before Mitsuzane appeared with the bounty hunter's side, and he does share to Goro about he himself how he felt about facing difficult choices, especially the people
You know
who
what?
took advantage
He's
of
the
him.
only one who can actually say, "Yeah, I was fucked up like
yeah,
that too."
He almost fucking murdered his own brother.
He did murder his own best
He
friend.
doesn't- Yeah, he did. The Kota came back, but he fucking killed him.
He killed Koda, and Koda came back. But he thought the biggest thing is he thought he murdered his own brother, who hesitated to, his brother very obviously in like a big fight, like hesitated to finish him. Like a very obvious tell of, I'm hesitating to finish you because I'm hoping you'll come back to your senses, and then he fucking murders him.
And then he starts fucking hallucinating him.
He starts hallucinating him to the point that he starts hallucinating other people who are there as not being there.
Yeah.
So he starts hallucinating that only he and his brother are there.
Ever since I've lost something or someone important to me 3 years ago, I could barely make choices and decisions myself and ended up being insecure and isolated from everyone I knew. That's until I found solace with my new friends and to dedicate myself protecting the
I'm an
world
old
that a
friend,
friend of
though.
mine
Those guys
fought to
are assholes.
protect. A real man is more willing to bear the weight of his mistakes as long as he keeps going forward. That's the way we space explorers roll.
Why is he not mentioning any of the important characters who are important to his heart by name?
Because this guy doesn't like to do that for some reason. I don't know why. He really likes to be like, ooh, a certain character, but like, he would say
A certain character, but we all know who it is, so why aren't you saying it?
He would say Kota's name.
He would say Kota, he would say Mai, he would say Kaito.
A real man is more willing to bear the weight of mistakes as long as he keeps moving forward. That's why. Michizane points out that regardless of how heavy the burden Goro is going to shoulder, he needs to keep moving forward. He said that real men face their problems head-on, regardless how hard it can be. It's because of the people he met starting from Taki up to Sento made him a better person. That's why he's a well-respected man. Yeah, I don't know if it made him a better person, if he's still gonna...
I don't think it made him a very good person. I don't...
Yeah.
This is not a good person who would...
This is not the These are not the actions of a good person. Because, again, this is different from what Emu did. Emu didn't spam the finishes, and he did that to a being that could come back to life. This was Goro doing this to an employee
a defenseless human being,
woman.
A bedridden human defenseless being.
For 30 minutes.
30 straight minutes, while these 12 characters who should be slamming down doors to stop this just watched.
Also, they own the fucking the fucking hospital, so shouldn't they have like keys to just open locks?
They should.
That's a good point.
They really should.
Why couldn't they?
Again, are we just like? Okay, has anybody here like fully watched X-Aid?
I have. I think most of us have.
Is there like anybody that hasn't watched X-Aid?
I don't think Kaiser has started it, but
yeah, Kaiser has.
Okay, because there's a thing about Emu that like I think keeps getting overlooked. That
I haven't heard anything.
And did he die right there?
What happened?
I think he died.
You said Kaiser died. What?
Yeah, you have not seen X8, right?
I don't care, man. It's fine.
Yeah, but the person who was talking just died.
Oh, rip.
Me?
Oh.
Yeah, Sana. Yeah.
Oh, well, I think I'm having some mic problems.
Yeah,
right,
maybe a little bit.
Well,
I'm hearing
continue.
you fine, but
Continue, please.
Like, okay, the final villain in X-A basically pulls the biggest you didn't win.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here's the thing.
So
I'll try and explain it as concisely as possible. The whole thing is that he wants to create this sort of real-world battle royale, like kind of survival type thing.
Fucking what?
So survival type video game, and the heroes and one of the former villains who was sort of forced to work with the heroes end up defeating him. And they beat him in a fight, and they break his driver so he can't transform. And the whole thing is that because of the situation the villain has put himself in, if the heroes defeat him, then all the people who have died as a result of the weird death game thing will come back to life. And rather than let that happen, the villain stabs himself and kills himself, so that way they can't bring
all the while yelling,
back to life.
"I will not be judged."
Yeah. It's really
also it's honestly not the first time he did that too. Earlier in the series, he had the biggest temper tantrum ever that he reset time.
He literally just screamed his head off and somehow time reset.
Yeah.
Is it?
This is a grown-ass man. He has a son.
This is a man in his 50s.
A man in his 40s or 50s or something. Just.
Is it Dan?
He didn't win.
Oh no, Dan.
No, it is Dan Senior.
Dan's dad.
It is Dan Senior. Here's the thing. Dan Kuroto is a complete psychopath. Dan Masamune, his father, is a complete sociopath.
Yeah.
Dan views everything as bits of his. Dan views everything as subject to his will. Dan views everything as part of his game. Masamune views everything as his intellectual property.
He is literally a businessman and owner of a corporation.
And he views all of the characters as his intellectual properties and refers to them as such. He does not refer to them by their human names.
He does not call them
names, by their rider names. He
does
calls
not call
them
Emu.
by the names of the games they use to transform. He calls Emu Hyper Muteki. He calls Hito Battle Legacy.
Battle Legacy. He calls his own son Dangerous Zombie.
Yeah.
He calls him Kuroto for a second, then corrects himself.
Dangerous Zombie.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So if you're not clear, XA sounds fucked up, man.
Oh yeah,
great.
The designs are terrible, but the show is really well written.
No, the designs later on are sometimes good.
Is it Gaiam fucked up though?
It is not quite.
It's still a children's show.
Hell yeah!
It is not quite Gaim fucked up.
Thank God.
A whole bunch of people died.
I really love Gaiam, but oh my God, that went
Build seems
hard,
to. I will warn you. Build seems to be getting close to Gaim fucked up.
I really hope it does.
But Build's also almost at the end now.
Literally, we have less than 10 episodes.
We have less than 10 episodes, and I believe that they are filming now, if they have not already filmed the last episode.
Yeah, I gotta catch up so I can join y'all, because I am so far behind, I swear to God. I think I said where I was. The last...
Ghost episode 7?
Episode 7 of fucking Ghost, man. I'm really far behind.
Yeah, you are far behind.
Trying to think of what else that the Masamune did.
But
oh yeah, he also kept Hiro's girlfriend hostage. So
yeah, he kept the data of Hiro's girlfriend, because anyone who dies from the Buster virus, they don't die per se. They die, but their data is stored on the prototype Gashots, and so in order to blackmail Hiro, Masamune brings back Hiro's girlfriend's body, but not her mind. So
and
she
has her repeating her
last words. Hiro, become the best doctor please become the best doctor in the world, over and over again.
As Hiro cries in the corner watching this, trying to wake her up.
Wait.
And at the end,
who's Hiro from?
Kamen Rider
Hiro is from X-Aid.
He's
the secondary.
Wait,
he's the second rider.
I didn't say to go hard spoilers.
Oh well, you said you didn't care.
Epsilon.
I didn't care, but don't go fucking.
Epsilon, come on. The man is looking for clarity, and that will only confuse him.
God, that's the best.
Epsilon, the man is looking for clarity, and that will only serve to confuse
Also,
him.
how can you say that X8 has terrible designs when Hyper Muteki exists?
Oh no, I said most of them. Once you get to the halfway point where other characters are being added in, then you get
Legacy
a lot.
Is one of the best designs.
Yeah, but that's also way later. But you have to deal with I still think Snipe is terrible. It's just
I like
mess.
Snipe a lot.
Yeah,
I like Snipe as a character, but just
Snipe is fine.
I literally designed a Kamen
Snipe
Rider.
is fine. I say that.
Oh yeah, also fucking Dangerous Zombie exists. So how? Can
I think the designs get good once Dangerous Zombie comes in, and
it's one exception. It's one exception. The only bad design after Dangerous Zombie shows up is Bang Bang Simulations.
Wait,
no, Simulations is great.
Simulations is content.
Yeah, let's finish it.
Please go. Fear for your own life. Later, Goro decided to return to CR to check on Tagami. With Samus deciding to cover up to the Dr. Rides in regards to what Goro did earlier, Goro, along with Emu, entered the room. Tagami is once again confronted by her boss, still shell-shocked on what happened to her earlier, due to her needed of treatment for her physical injuries. What are you still doing here? She said in a fit of anger. You almost killed me, you fucking psycho. Tagami is the only one having a fucking realistic reaction to seeing Goro.
And you know what? Even then, it's a little more dulled than it should be, because you know what her reaction should be? Her reaction should be
terror.
Silence, petrification.
She should be trying to run away.
Yeah.
It should just be her screaming.
You really have the
If she's infected, you know, if she's infected with the Bugster virus, she should die on the spot seeing him.
You know, she should have died during the beatings because that would have been stressing her out.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Kaiser. The Bugster virus, how it the Bugsters infect, you know, a victim, and they do things that will stress out that victim.
Until midnight. I'm sorry, I really need to get through this.
Yeah, we really gotta do this.
Yeah.
The thing from.
Can we just finish?
Yeah,
all right. Just finish.
We'll explain later.
We'll
We'll explain
stuff
later.
to Kaiser in like text chat or something.
Right.
You really have the nerve to call me that? Goran's back. Look how many people you've killed by allowing a symbiotic computer virus run amok and kill a number of criminals day by day. Look, it's not in our minds to judge those who are guilty, and we have no right to decide their fates. There, her conscience began to open the moment she recalled the relentless beatdown Goro unleashed on her. I almost got killed, she shouted. I don't know why I was doing this, but in my mind it was scary, so scary. The reason why I allowed Reap to kill people is I don't want that thing to infect me entirely. I didn't know what it means to be afraid of dying. I did something I can't take back. I'm sorry, so sorry. Tagami breaks down and Goro's plan to make her suffer worked, but he's still hesitant to accept the woman's forgiveness, considering she killed a lot of people out of a misguided sense of justice. Only it was trying to keep her alive by allowing Reaper to outright kill humans to sustain its existence rather than infecting its host completely. Goro maintained a skeptical facade and has died to the consequences in light of the repercussions of Tagami's crimes coming to light. Tagami, after your game illness is cured, I made an absolute decision to terminate you of your duties. From here on out, you will no longer working in Zetatech as the CEO's secretary. Goro had come to the choice of firing Tagami. In other words, you're fired. Moments later, Tagami's game illness is taking a toll on her as Reaper reveals itself. The Bugster is now its perfected form and is still infecting its host. But still, Tagami manages to hang on, telling the doctor to take out Reaper when they still had time. Reaper disappears afterwards. Outside, the Reaper Bugster grows itself to gigantic size, taking the form of a skeletal dragon. The evolved Reaper flies away from the Earth to outer space. Emu, Goro, and Samus head for the rooftops where they find where Reaper is heading. He's heading to outer space, said the intern. Samus, I'm leaving Reaper to you guys. I'm going to check on Tagami-san. Nice job fucking stressing her out, Goro, you fucking idiot piece of shit. Okay, yeah. So, collect myself. Fucking...
Next.
Go.
Versus Reaper in space. I knew this is too good to be true, Goro sighed. With Reaper evolved to a gigantic form, I guess it's time to bring out the big guns. Man, I'm excited to play in space again, Go grinned as he appeared with Mitsuzane on Samus's side. Did someone say outer space? Natsu just suddenly popped out of nowhere and emerged on her master's side. A few moments, Vilkis and Enryugo made their presence known in the skies above Saito University Hospital. Hanji and Salamandane, having heard that the Reaper Bugster evolved and fled to the edge of space, are ready to help the space explorers. Hey guys, we're here. Are we going to take down that Bugster or what? Angie emerged from the Vilkis' cockpit, followed by Salamandane appearing from Enryugo's cockpit. Samus accepts the aid of both Angie and Salamandane. Goro seems to like that either. Sento appears before separate parties, asking he wants to go fight Reaper anyways. They also needed Sento for this, as the physicist himself is curious what it's like to take the fight to outer space. I bet we're going to bring Kiryu Sento into the scene as well, the bounty hunter shrugged. Alright, Sento exclaimed with joy as the three space explorers and Goro prepare to transform. Izumi-san, shall we begin the experiment? You bet, Goro replied. The five riders I'm not even going to point anything out that pisses me off with this, because, like...
Just go. Go.
Power through it.
Yeah,
Do it.
The riders put on their belts and pull out their respective trinkets. They prepare to transform. Both Goro and Sento put their respective full bottles into their build driver. Samus switches the mighty creative VRX on before "Let's Go" chanted first before the others all together shout "Henshin." From left to right, Kamen Riders Mac, Ryugen, Budo Arms, Huntress Creator Gamer, Build Rabbit Tank Form, and G7 Icarus XYZ Stealth Car Armor are prepared for their battle against Reaper, who is now awaiting them in the edge of space. A familiar spaceship flies over the horizon and arrives above the hospital, and that gunship belongs to Samus. Inside, Mayu, while transformed into Mage, pilots the ship to pick up the space explorers. Samus jumps at an unprecedented height and boarded on the gunship. The hunter is joined by Taki and Natsu. Wow, nice place you got inside the ship. It's full of controls all over the place, said Natsu. Kamen Rider's build and the G7 Icarus hopped into Ryugo's back in its flight mode while Ryuga and Mac held onto Vilkis's back right in front of Angie, and they head into space where the Bugster is waiting for them. For about 30 minutes, they exited the Earth's atmosphere. Space, Kita, Goro raised his hands wide in excitement as this will be the first time to take a ride into the stars above. Fuck you, suck my dick. He doesn't deserve to be saying Gentaro things. No way, this is your first time going into space, Sento exclaimed. It's your first time too, Sento. Shut up. Both Goro and Sento pull out the golems in their compact briefcase mode and tilt the handle horizontally. As they slot in the Ragnamail full bottle, they jump off from Enryu as the golem suits transform into their battle modes. Both Build and G7 Icarus get on board the golem and close the cockpit of their mecha with a glass canopy. Ryugen and Mac followed after and did the same process as the other two did. The golems in their possession transformed from compact mode to battle mode. The two space explorers hopped into their mechas and stayed in formation with Goro and Sento. The evolved Reaper reveals itself to the Kamen Riders and about to swat the four golems. Luckily, they managed to avoid Reaper's attack. Reaper's gargantuan form manages to dwarf Vilkis and Enryugo, and even made the golem suits look like houseflies. In short, the evolved Reaper's size is equal to 2 to 4 blue whales. You know what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, Mitsuzane said, and he is excited to go dangerous, then gives a roast to the gigantic bugs to listen well and listen good, you king-sized bucket of bones. We're here going to make sure your days of murdering people are over. As long as we're still alive, we will risk everything to keep our precious planet Earth safe from scumbags like you, Go added. We will never allow the universe sink into despair ever, Mayu added. We embark on a winding path intertwined by fate, Samus adds another one. The paths of the past, present, and future intersect for a legacy to be left behind from one generation to the next. And remember these words that will echo around the universe, Mitsuzane finished, and then he and Go all together bellowed these immortal words, just who the hell do you think I am? I want to fucking die.
Go, 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 go!
Before starting the battle, Sento says his usual banter, the laws of victory have been decided, and Goro finishes the other half for him. Fuck you, you don't deserve to say that.
Fuck
you,
off!
Goro, fuck you.
God damn it, go!
Fast!
With the Enryugo firing its long beam rifle first, the evolved Reaper fired beams from its forehead gem. Salamandre and the other two golems break away. While Samus makes use of her gunship, she fires missiles direct to the Bugs' forehead gem, while Ryugen and Mac and their golem mech suits covering her. Vilkis pulls out its beam sword and slices Reaper's arm, only for it to regenerate a minute later. Even the Bugster is in its gargantuan size, similar to Game Deus's gigantic form back in Planet Destron. Reaper still retains its nigh immortality to the point that said Bugster is impossible to kill. Samus's gunship orbits around Reaper to find a weak point, only for it to be swatted by Reaper. Luckily, Samus manages to brace for impact. Ryugen and Mac and their golems manage to catch up to the ship. While the impact from Reaper's attack took place inside the ship, Taki's breast somehow bounced due to the brunt of the ship's damage. Beyond both Goro and Sento,
Rose, is this erotic?
All their golem missiles at Reaper, but to no avail as well. Hey, Hotshot, any plans? Sento asked. Let's lure him into the sun, Goro replied. Hey, in case you guys are listening, follow my lead. Goro's plan: lure the Bugster into the sun and find a way to push it onto the scorching heat. The golems have an X-neutron particle cannon that can push Reaper into the sun when fired at full power. This weapon is equally destructive as Vilkis and Enryugo's space-time convergence cannons. Once the golems, Vilkis, Enryugo, and Samus' gunship are nearby the sun, Reaper chases them. Both Goro and Sento use their golems' storm anchors, a grapple beam launcher mounted in the forearms of the mech, and they grab Reaper by the leg and throw their gargantuan creature right in front of the sun, though the evolved Reaper manages to break free from the storm anchors. Each of the golems' mouths opened, revealing what appears to be a cannon underneath, and they begin charging concentrated energy. This weapon is actually the X-neutron particle cannon. Rerouting half of the remaining power to the cannon, Goro stated as Golem is about to power up its own particle cannon, as each of the Golem mechs begins to open some of its vents to prepare for firing, but Reaper is about to charge its own attack. The Golems charge their cannons and fire a rainbow-coloured beam surrounded by a double helix ring, then Reaper fires its own beam with two hands and a beam struggle ensues. Reaper's attack begins to gain the upper hand as it pushes the X-neutron beams. Salako, let's do it, Angie said. Right, Dragon Princess replied, and they proceed to sing the True Star song. Both Vilkis and Enryugo prepare to open the cannons hidden on their shoulders. Salamandre and Angie sing. The ring glow radiantly as with the gem on Salamandre's forehead. Just in time, said Mitsuzane. Then both Vilkis and Enryugo fire their space-time convergence cannons in conjunction with the Golem's X-neutron beams, pushing the Reaper Bugster's beam off. That's right, keep it up, Sento said. A little more, Goro added. The beam struggle intensifies with the Golems, Vilkis and Enryugo this time gaining the upper hand.
You could do it.
Come on, come on.
Meanwhile, with Samus' gunship behind the mechas, this bounty hunter provides distraction so the oh my god, there's another section. So the mechs can push Reaper into the sun. Missiles were fired from the gunship aimed straight at Reaper's head, causing it to break its attack. Now full power, Goro bellowed at the top of his lungs. He
At the
allowed
top of his lungs.
his golem mech suit to fire the X-neutron particle cannon to full power to push Reaper into the sun. The beams finally succeeded, pushing the gargantuan bugster into the sun. Once Reaper is thrown into the scorching heat of the sun, the bugster is trapped in a cycle of death and rebirth for eternity. Isn't this what happened to Phoenix and Wizard?
Yes, it is exactly what happens to Phoenix
as Reaper
and Wizard.
dies and resurrects itself continuously
No,
while
not
being
Reaper from
fried
Overwatch.
by the sun's extreme heat. Now the bugster is stuck in there indefinitely. It will never harm anyone ever again, as anyone with immortality are not so lucky to survive in the Inferno. A planet.
Why not just reprogram him to get rid of his immortality?
A planet known as the sun.
It's not a planet. It's a star. Are you this stupid?
So are you actually
a planet
considering
known as the sun?
why?
Yeah, in your face, bitch, Go exclaimed with joy. Checkmate, Goro gives a thumbs up gesture and uttered the usual word he would usually say. It's finally over, said Samus. Threat neutralized. Post-mortem, back on Earth, Tagami is finally cured of her game illness. Reaper being thrown into the sun. It's not like, as in Reaper from Overwatch, it's,
no, I get it.
It's an OC.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Reaper being thrown in the sun ultimately severed its symbiotic bond with its host. The bittersweet part of her point of view is that she is later turned to the authorities once she's finally cleared from the hospital, as she cannot escape the weight of her crimes. Togami was charged with multiple counts of murder and homicide for her part in killing numbers of criminals while posing as Paragon. And in light of her action masquerade,
She wasn't posing, she was Paragon.
Goro chose to terminate her from the company. And he decided to let Taki, under the guise of Kitamura Kyoko, take Togami's place as the CEO's secretary. It says secretary, but I'm going to say secretary because I need some kind of joke to make myself feel better.
Because his jokes are bad.
Oh my god.
Ever since
the day Togami was turned to the authorities, Goro and Taki began talking about what will become of her. So she was sentenced 3 years in jail? Only
3 years? How many fucking people did she fucking murder by making them explode and shit?
3 years!
For multiple
Do you know how seriously Japan takes the death? Like, I know, okay, alright. I know this is like Hokuto. Alright, okay, alright. No, go.
Hokuto would be more harsh on it.
Yes, it would. Go.
Yeah, I heard from her attorney, Goro replied, but in retrospect, it's not too late for her. Even while she's under the slammer, I guess fate will give her a chance of redemption. Are you sure? Taki raised her eyebrow. Of course, everyone will change themselves for the better, said Goro. Goro shouting,
See you next match!
Is definitely a shout out to Gentaro /4's. Funny enough is that Taishi Nakaora is considered to be the lookalike of Sota Fukushi, Gentaro's actor. Didn't he also say that the guy he cast as Goro also looked like Sento's actor? He's just like... He did. Like either of them.
I don't think... I think...
Let me look at this person.
That's racist, saying that they look similar.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's racist.
It's a little all look the same to me.
Reaper's evolved form resembles the Granzibauma, the anti-spiral's mech during the final battle of Gurren Lagann.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
The fight against the evolved Reaper taking place in the edge of space is similar to the fight against the Octus in the Delta episode of Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Before I forget, when I was asked by Destonus about the size of the Golem battle mechs being equivalent to 2 maximum gamer level 99s, the mecha functions similarly like the Side Basaru from Kamen Rider fighters in general. In short, the Golem is a combination of Maximum Mighty X and Side Basaru, while its overall height reaches only to a Ragnamale's ankle. I don't know what a fucking Ragnamale is. What?
Stop.
No, I'm gonna read.
We're almost there. One paragraph.
No, I'm saying just stop. I'll finish.
No.
We've been through actual pain.
No, she's been doing this for like a while now.
No, this is the first time I've been here though.
I've felt this way before about this thing, and I feel better by the time I do the next stream. I know you're worried about
this is the worst we have felt
reading this. Reaper's End.
Bros, let me
Shut
help.
up! Reaper's End. There's only
Can I
one
help in the
note
future,
left.
at least?
Shut up!
No,
Shut up!
Dude, there's like, she has to finish. Let her finish.
Reaper's End is very similar to Phoenix and Wizard episode 23, getting thrown into the sun, and while trapped there he experienced a perpetual loop of death and rebirth for eternity. Likewise, a similar case happens to Mendoza at the end of Garo, the animation, also called Garo I'm not reading the rest of that because that is a spoiler for your own. Okay, Chapter 46. Fuck you. I'm done. I'm not streaming any more of this today. Fuck you. This stream is over.
Holy
I'm going to
shit.
bed. I'm not
What
sticking
in the
around in
fuck?
this voice chat. I need to
This?
sleep. It is almost midnight.
Oh my-
I cannot fucking take this.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Jesus Christ.